Internets, did someone sell you some Bondulu Yeezy? Well, you can return them here at Jenkins & Associates. Our address is 1271 6th Avenue, New York City. But give us a call first, 917-793-5831. We take all fake Yeezy products, Bondulu Polo, and otherwise bootleg Benghazi items. We're Jenkins. Yes, we are here for you right now, and we are glad you are here for us. We are your podcast called Talkitecture, production of the Loudspeakers Network. We got my brother A. King, executive producer, in the studio.
What's good?
Hey, King, how you feeling, brother?
I'm good. I got a bone to pick with y'all, but we'll continue after that.
Hey.
Excuse me?
Hey.
Oh, no.
Hey. Pause if necessary.
Greetings. Pause.
If necessary. You're not required to. Just if you need to.
You know, people get sensitive when
y'all
pause,
stay on that pause game.
Yeah, I mean, listen, people should have choices.
Why New Yorkers, why y'all be so heavy into the pause shit? Motherfucker, if y'all... Somebody was like, yeah, man, y'all should come through. We're gonna come through and blow back.
GY. Talking to the microphone. No, don't move the mic. Move your mouth.
Okay.
Move your mouth to the mic. Move your mouth to the mic. Okay, don't move your mouth to the mic. Come on now. Hold on for a second.
Okay.
If you're gonna open your mouth.
Put your mouth closed.
Is this gonna be like a full pause
If you're
episode?
gonna open your mouth.
Whoa.
Internet's
Whoa.
good to see.
I'm flipping a bird in the studio.
Good to see the internet's good
That's
to
true.
hear.
I was
The
a bit
internet.
uncomfortable.
There you go.
Take your time. Take your time, all right? Take your time, brother. Take your time.
Hopefully that's what she said.
Take your time. Internets, we are here for you. Your podcast called Talkitecture. A. King, executive producing.
Yeah.
Tonight, my Talkitects sitting in here with me tonight. Joy the Great.
Back at it again.
Haitian Miguel.
What's good with it?
All right, and GY, brother GY.
Groove.
Okay. So, real quick, internets, we got a special guest. We always have a special guest. Tonight, our special guest is coming to you from the world. You can catch him on social media. One of my favorite social media tags of all time. So brief, so to the point. At HWMK, Hawaii Mike. Mike Salman.
Thank you.
Good to have you in the building.
Thank you.
Talkitects. How you feeling tonight?
Feeling
on
great.
my right, GY. How you feeling tonight, bro?
Man, I'm feeling pretty good, Dallas. I'm actually low-key healing up. I don't know if you noticed or anybody here in the studio have noticed. I've been wearing glasses probably the last 2 or 3 weeks because my dumb ass ran into some shit.
Okay.
I wasn't paying attention. I got it's a little scars healing, but
Okay.
I got a story to tell, now
Who'd you run into? Who'd you run into?
I feel like you always had glasses on when you was here.
That's what I'm saying, Joe. It really was one of those things where I was
Talk closer to the
trying.
mic.
I got it.
No, I'm not being funny. I'm being...
Like really, can y'all hear me?
Now,
Internets, can y'all hear me?
Your mouth.
Is it on? Okay.
Right by the mic.
All right. Hey, King, I got a lot of respect for you, man, but you got to pause.
Now you gotta pause.
It's a little encroachment.
I thought you said we don't got to do that no more.
Okay, encroachment. I'm going to say encroachment at this.
Flagrant 2 or...
Yeah, flagrant too, all the way.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
Flagrant.
Oh
I
man,
mean,
no, I don't think it was egregious, but
Yeah, no, I'm joking. It's fine. No, it's all love.
but please, again, yes.
This is slick button up, man. Can you talk about the button up? Hey, you see, I'm just like, all right.
Let me tell you, internet's GY talking about a piece of clothing I have on now, which is really just a snap. It's just a snap up, a snap button. Okay, my bad. Internet's good to hear you out there. Talkitecture. So listen, here's the theme that came to my mind tonight. First of all, Hawaii Mike. My first experience with you was from a magazine you had developed called LTD, and an early piece in my mind that just showed me what lifestyle could be about. And I asked you, I said, is the name what LTD was that lifestyle, technology and design?
Nah.
And you were like, no.
I mean, like we said, Santandra, so it was a limited edition magazine, so LTD was an easy way for people to kind of get that part. But for us, it stood for Live, Translate, Define.
Right.
So
That shit is
that's
crazy.
basically what we did, right? So, I was never going to school for anything I've ever done. Like, I've never gone to college, and I went to the school of hip-hop, and I just learned as we went along, right? which is probably the best way and the worst way at the same time because there's no structure to a lot of things.
You do what's good.
Yeah, but we basically are a reflection of our environment, right? And my environment was all of these things I was interested in, and at the time, hip-hop was probably the main thing. And from hip-hop, I mean, how many different influences are in there? From the music, to the dancing, to the style, to the vocabulary, to everything. And so
hip-hop gives you a myriad amount of intersection points, internets. That's what Hawaii Mike is saying. Hawaii Mike, I give you credit for knowing many of those intersection points.
100%. I mean, look, we've created a sampling culture from hip-hop. Look how we eat food, right? Look at all the different places that we'll eat now. All that's from hip-hop, yo. Hip-hop brought together and has exposed more people to more things than anything else.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, just people themselves. Believe me, hip-hop is just part of the continuity of the light. I mean, internet's the very light, but again, I'm sorry to cut you off, Mike.
Nah,
I'm running my mouth here. Talkitecture.
Talkitecture.
For real, Joy the Great. Good to see you.
It's good to be seen.
All right, have you seen Black Panther yet?
No.
Okay. The Wonder Woman of the Talkitecture.
No.
You weren't part of that $1 billion?
Has still not seen Black Panther yet.
I paid for my ticket.
No, she's bought several tickets.
Yeah,
Joy the Great's bought several tickets to see Black Panther. Or at least
going.
2 tickets.
Two tickets. I'm at two right now.
Okay, one more ticket. You bought several.
Right.
Put you into a whole nother league. Okay.
You see her sneak? Right. She got the Happy International Women's Day specials. Okay. That's slick. I see you.
Thank you.
Wait. What's that on the table?
My phone.
Two phones.
I got two.
But what's the other phone? Is that an iPhone?
No, my G never.
Got 2 Androids in here?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
She broke all the rules.
Double the power.
That's how you do it.
Well, I mean, you're a woman. You're allowed all that power.
Oh, what's that? Yeah, I was like, I thought you were saying about an Android. I was like, what?
I was gonna fry she need to actually be in the Apple thing, but people like Android.
Nah, I can't. So I just read an article today. Samsung has a better loyalty. Their followers are more loyal.
She went in a time machine.
You reaching now?
I read the article today when we were sitting outside.
Android is always trying to create these fake news stories to justify.
Well, listen.
Y'all make fake stories of how y'all don't mimic Samsung style.
There's
and
something
y'all whole phone
like
like
about a woman like Joy the Great who can handle 2 Androids. Think about that, all you motherfuckers out there with your dolls.
Why you got 2 phones?
She got 2 Androids.
Drug dealer chic over here.
One for the plug.
One for the plug and one for the load.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, well, take your time. Take your time, Joy the Great. Take your time. I guess we'll see you somewhere now on the internets.
I'm active.
I'm gonna go find your Black Planet account.
I'm activated.
Okay.
I'm back on
Let's
social
see if you're
media.
on Black Planet.
It's like 2 different angles and shit. You know, she filming her. Snapchat, IG story, same time.
That would be crazy.
I do my own behind the scenes to my selfies.
Are you on your Will Smith?
Yeah, that's how you do it.
You cut and edit all your footage?
Absolutely.
Okay. That's a groove.
All right. Well,
Welcome back.
Yes, indeed. Black Panther is still going.
I haven't seen it either.
Okay, all right.
They was all over the Oscars with the Wakanda and all that. I don't know what none of that means.
I can't.
They linking up with each other. What is?
Y'all some haters again, G. It's 3 weeks now or 2?
3 weeks. We had three. We had 3.
Is it still sold out? Like what's your excuse, Hey, King?
It's not sold
You know
out
what?
yet.
Who knows how much time it is when someone's listening to this podcast
I'm Black Panthered out without even
seeing it, just from the preview.
I saw it on Saturday.
You finally saw it?
Yeah.
Dan.
It was real good.
Okay, we gotta see this.
One thing about
We
it,
gotta see it.
there's a CIA guy in there that's helping them.
Well, that was the comic relief, wasn't it?
They had Jenkins in there?
Yeah, no, it was interesting because, like, from what I know, like, the CIA kills Black Panthers,
Yeah.
right?
Patrice
Patrice Lumumba was killed by the CIA. Thomas Sankara.
Yeah. See.
Nelson Mandela got snitched on.
You get
You know that, right? The CIA told South African police where he was hiding. Right? That's what the CIA does in Africa.
Right.
I hate to bring things. Let's talk about Drake. You know? Let's do that. That'll be more fun.
They get into that when that next Infinity Wars. Like I mean, that's not out yet, but you know.
Right now, yeah, I'm not really into the whole comic book thing. It was just like I just saw the CIA guy. I wonder if he's gonna do some really foul shit.
Yeah, we got to give
That was the
GY
comic
a
relief.
microphone like a Janet Jackson microphone.
What?
One that just like wraps around his head.
Oh, he just need a Most Def microphone like this.
Yeah.
Just carry his own signature.
Oh, carry his own microphone. Yeah, nah. I think one that just wraps around his head, so we don't even have to hold it.
I'll be right there.
Yeah, it'll just be with you.
Yeah. Because I move, I am.
That
I'm a
Most
very
Def
energetic
microphone
person.
is interesting. I was like, I went to one of his shows. I was like, what does that thing smell like? I don't know. I'm just an asshole like
What's
that.
going
And
on with the Yasin Babe mic?
Yasin Bey.
What's that about?
he travels with that
Child
thing all
support
over the
payments.
place.
That's what it smelled like.
He was in Africa with it.
Sound like Cinestics.
Cinestics.
That's what it is.
I don't know. That's just me though.
Yo, what was the worst candy for you, Mike Salman, as a child?
Worst candy?
Like worst candy. Like what was the thing? that you
Anything
went to-
black licorice.
Black licorice.
Yeah, it's tough. It's definitely
Yo,
tough.
like black licorice. What was the was it like? That
says a lot about
the
where you
juju,
grew
the
up.
juju joints or whatever. Like you get all the fruity, and then it's black licorice. You're like, ugh.
I couldn't stand Almond Joy.
out.
Almond Joy was a shit, yo.
Yeah.
Chocolate and
Now black
coconut.
licorice is out here saving lives. Licorice root out here saving us.
I mean, I can eat a licorice root. I'm talking about black licorice candy.
The candy.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying when
Different than.
That's different.
well, I mean when the root gets made into a candy. Does the root ever get made into a candy?
I mean, sure, ginger candies.
Okay, bam,
Mike came with that.
bam.
Quick course.
Salmon.
He was ready.
Better be told.
He's ready with that. Black licorice is pretty fucking horrible. I'm thinking.
So
about it.
weird. And then
I like Twizzlers. I had Twizzlers when I watched
red
Black
vines.
Panther.
Red vines.
When I watched Black Panther, I hate. No, I actually.
I hate. What'd you hate?
Nah, I ate pretzels.
Oh.
Actually, pretzels. You know those little pretzel bites?
Those pretzel bites. You had the pretzel bites.
Yeah, I had like.
No, I
whole
had
bunch of those.
they heated up a Bavarian pretzel with the big chunks of salt. Like salt, like the size
They
of a
shaved
penny.
cheese over it too.
No, they didn't put cheese on. I put mustard on it, but they had the salt pellets, like the size of them shits they put on the sand when it snows. That's the
Big ass
salt.
shit.
Yeah, huge shit.
Yeah.
I was chewing salt.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Your blood pressure rose.
My blood pressure rose
Your
for that
blood
night,
pressure
for
rose.
sure. For sure.
Immediately.
Senselessly. That's why I came back down and leveled itself. But it was like, yo, don't do that kind of shit. Don't do that.
I was offended. A lot of black people showed up mad late to the movie. I was like, why do you guys have to be late?
This was
fucking
their
Black
second or
Panther.
third time seeing it, so they were
Right, they
entitled.
saw it.
They were already entitled. So
They knew what time
They
this
were
was.
like, oh no, fuck that shit's gonna be previewed.
Right, they knew what time the
Like, you
previews
know,
ended.
Yeah.
First 10 minutes, it was footsteps.
Exactly.
At this point, they got this shit on
Pardon me,
Hulu.
pardon me.
Stuff.
I hate that shit.
They got this
Excuse
shit
me,
on
pardon me,
Hulu. They got all type of M'Baku challenges on Twitter. I was like, hey, y'all know the whole dialogue. Like,
Right.
How that work? Well, I was like,
Go get the popcorn.
it's challenge day. I was like, yo, shorty, you got the whole movie at the house.
Who posted? Somebody posted a clear ass copy. Was it Just Blaze?
Yeah, I think you just.
Right, it was just. Yeah. Like, yo, you had a fucking like full blue, like
Probably sent
HD.
him the Blu-ray.
Yeah. Come on, man.
It was no Boomerang though. Boomerang changed my life. I got goosebumps when I watched that because it was like a black executive, a black creative executive that was like running a black-owned company, doing some advertising shit. That was like,
So no-
that was life-changing for
No
me.
Tyler Perry just got you
Yeah.
excited? Black on.
Medea?
You were happy about Medea?
One time
I
for the
wasn't.
yellow
Yo, nah. Medea wasn't my thing, but yeah, Boomerang. It didn't do that for me.
Soul
although-
food?
Soul Food was
Soul
cool.
Food.
Soul Food
Soul
was
Food was
cool.
cool.
But it was kind of
I didn't see any of
Yo,
those movies.
So here go the fly shit to talk about that.
Belly.
Man, listen.
100%.
I work at this spot. These architects. This is 91, and man, we me and my man that work with me, man, we just go all around the city. So we end up down on Essex, and there's an apartment building, and I'm like, yo, my father's mother lives in that building, and he was like, yo, you should go see her, and I'm like, yo, word, I haven't seen her since I was a fucking 2-year-old. She was an alcoholic, so my mom was like, nah, we don't fuck with them. My father ended up dying, drug overdose. Boom, whatever. Dallas, whatever. But I remember that building. I was a little dude when I went to that building. I had to be 3 years old. I had to be some little shit. But I remember the front of the building because I remember they had a little park in front of the building. And I was on a swing. Boom, I see the building. I'm like, yo, my grandmother, my father's mother lived in that building. I should go there. He was like, you should go there. Go see him. And I'm like, yeah, I've never seen him. Boom, 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 boom. Whatever. My man Kenny, Dies, of course. Kenny dies. I'm like, yo, let me go. I told him.
Oh, you was with Kenny that
We was
day.
down by Delancey, probably sneaker shopping. But there was on Essex, there was a shop that had hats. Had a lot of fitted hats and shit. He was fucking with them by the Bialy spot. Bam. Just was down there. Call her up. I'm like, yo, it's your father's son, Dallas. And she was like, what? I'm like, it's Dallas. And she was like, yeah, I heard you, but like, what? And I was like, all right, well, I know where you at. I'm gonna come see you. She's like, yeah, come see me. I will go see her the next day, which is a Friday. That day, she had just got home from the hospital. She drinks too much, man. She fucking was in the hospital dying or whatever. She was out of here, but then she came back to life. She had fucking died, and then something brought her fucking back to life. She went home that afternoon. I gave her a call. Boom, I go see her the next night. In her living room, she had this like picture drawn of me by my father. Looked like me at the time. No mustache on my face with a shirt on. Looked like me as I walked in the door. Crazy shit. Hung out with her. Went to see this Tyler Perry play at the Beacon Theater. Or whatever. Tyler Perry type play. God's trying to tell you something. Boom. I don't know. I don't remember nothing about the play. The title of the play, God trying to tell you something. She had never been to the circus. We went to see the circus. Bang. 2 months later was my birthday. She said, what do you want for birthday? I said, nothing. She says, yo, I'm a great bake. I said, this is strawberry shortcake. She makes the illest strawberry shortcake I ever ate in my whole fucking life. Ever. When I went and picked it up and I brought it home, and when we had a crib in Corona, my own crib that I had whatever since I was 18, that strawberry shortcake stayed in that refrigerator for weeks. I'm gonna say my birthday ended in September. I probably didn't finish eating it like till right before Halloween. She was handmade though. She could last forever.
Wait, what did you have this wrapped in? Like,
it was in a box, but it was my grandmother had made it. Hadn't seen her for 20-something years. She was an expert bake. She's an alcoholic. She made me the fucking strawberry shortcake and fucking died. And went and died.
dang.
Shit.
And during her funeral, I missed her funeral because I happened to be in witnessing my girlfriend at the time, her graduation. You know. But God was trying to tell me something, so I let that, let that rock.
That's real. You savored that strawberry shortcake though.
That shit was the most official ever.
Yeah, look at it.
Probably.
It was infused.
But listen, Grandma made it. Like I said, it lasted for how long? It had to have something.
Liquor diffused in the strawberries.
Oh, why not?
It had to have
She
something.
put all the love in it.
It had love in
They
it.
had put all the love in it.
Yeah. That's
How was
it.
the play?
I don't
didn't remember it.
the title. But she had never been to the circus, so we went to the circus at the Garden.
Oh.
That shit was good.
Some
that was
good
good.
plays.
You know.
I liked. Remember The Heights?
Oh, nice.
Did you see The Heights?
Yeah, I think one of my homies was on there.
Yeah, that was a good play.
Oh no,
I didn't like the follow up, the Hamilton thing.
I was talking about the
You
joint
didn't
on
like
BET.
Hamilton?
I didn't see Hamilton.
I didn't see Hamilton either.
I don't like the idea of Hamilton.
Oh, okay. I'll give you that.
What don't you like about it?
I think it's like a modern.
Go.
I think it's like a modern day minstrel show. That's what I think. I think it's like you reinventing history.
It reinventing or highlighting?
Reinterpreting her history to make it palatable.
But isn't
Like
that
you're gonna rap and make it cool.
So you're saying it's still a fucked up history, and you're trying to put light on it.
And you're gonna rap and come on, we're gonna.
But isn't that what they've been doing since they started telling their story?
Yeah, but it's not they. That's the thing. That's why it's a reverse minstrel show, right? It's not they.
So you saying Black Panther was like people rapping on the slave shit?
I didn't say that. I said I didn't. I'm talking about. I'm not talking about Black Panther at all.
Okay. I don't know.
I'm talking about Hamilton.
Like, damn. Dallas. Like, damn, Dallas.
So
Yo, you know what play I did like though? Mos Def was in a cool play. He didn't have the microphone in that one though.
Top dog.
Top Dog Underdog. That shit was brilliant, boy. That was fucking crazy. I love that play. And Fella was amazing too. That was dope.
But what is it about Hollywood though, right? Because Black Panthers came and went, it's still rocking or whatever, but there's nothing else. What else is in the movie theaters?
There's stuff coming.
The Shape of Water was a pop from the
at
gate.
the same time, it's like you don't see a multitude of movies.
Although I haven't seen
We
it.
shouldn't have to compete, but they're strategically doing it that way.
Oh, so it's not
Right.
a lack of
All
Right.
of a sudden, has no one seen The Shape of Water?
who?
Somebody was talking to me about that today. Yeah. Somebody was talking to me about that today.
Water?
The shape of water.
I don't know what that is.
You know, when you watch
Pacific
Oscars,
Rim,
you just like, oh, I gotta check this out.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta watch that.
Pacific Rim.
Job.
Rim.
Look at y'all.
Jenkins.
Yankees.
That looks suspect too, though.
Yeah.
Pacific Rim.
Nah, I'm effing with it.
I'm like some video game shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm effing with it all.
I'm not messing with that.
And the shape of water.
And who's the actors?
What is the shape? Shape of Water is different.
Shape of Water though, but I mean, still the same director as the first one.
They need to make Never Ending Story.
Guillermo
Now
del
you
Toro.
talking. I remember that.
Updated version.
I want to see Meteor Man Part 2, man. And they need to make that next.
What's that?
Robert Townsend, man. You know he had made Meteor Man. I would like to see
Oh, with the gold, the little goldies,
the gold guy,
the
the Golden Lords,
the Golden
man.
Lords.
I'll pass on that. I'll watch Hollywood Shuffle Part 2.
Nah, I was on Part 2.
Yeah, I would rock with that
Bring
too.
back Soul playing too while we at it.
Soul
Here we
I
go.
never saw
comparing
Soul Plane.
Hollywood Shuffle to Soul Plane?
I don't know. I'm just saying, it's a fuckery movie, but
Hollywood Shuffle.
Hollywood Shuffle wasn't a
I don't
fucking
remember
movie.
Hollywood Shuffle.
That was
Shuffle.
One of the
fucking
greatest
brilliant.
black
Robert Townsend?
Yeah.
I watched that on
Oh,
100th Street
yeah, I
like
do remember that.
15 fucking times. Back
Yeah, Hollywood Shuffle is one of the greatest. But I mean, just any black movie with a black hero is a black exploitation film. Therefore, any black heroism is black exploitation.
So Luke Cage's blaxploitation?
Absolutely, any black heroism. Let's define
Man?
it right here. Let's define it.
Blank Man.
Black Panther, of course, is black exploitation. Wait a minute, a nation. Come on, hold on a second. Hold on, a nation that nobody could fuck with because they just can't fuck with it because they just say, oh, these people are just farmers.
So let me ask you.
They gonna blow that shit up, you know. In
I mean,
Infinity
listen.
War.
So Dallas-
sorry, spoiler. Guys.
How they gonna find a way to get to it? And if it means blowing up the planet, then they would blow up the planet.
But you still gotta watch all. But what about Blank Man though? That's what I was saying.
Yeah, no, Blank.
Yeah,
Man.
no.
No, I didn't mess with the first Blank Man.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do another one. But they had another one. They should do that shit. It'd be like a UPS supervisor that has like special powers. Like
I mean, like a UPS supervisor himself doesn't even need to have a alias. He's just UPS. That's already their alias. That's the army, UPS. My man told me the story of a UPS dude giving a kid on the street his box, his new J's. Gave it to a kid on the street. Kid on the street. I mean, did he somehow finesse him, or what have you? Maybe he got finessed. But a kid on the street, and it all happened in the space of a time where the kid ended up getting nabbed.
that's a fair time.
Setup.
Jesus.
Where is Robert Townsend?
I don't know.
It's a good fucking question, bro.
Chilling.
He's like a low key legend. Like he's really below the radar, and people like wonder what's happening. But if you was to ever tweet him, not even use his @ mention, if you just say his name,
Writer,
do something
director Robert
positive.
Townsend.
Yes, sir, and comedian.
And comedian. So maybe he's still doing
Brilliant
stand up.
Yeah, philanthropist. You know, he does a lot of. If you just mention Robert Townsend on Twitter, and if you say something kind of cool, he will retweet you. Like, so it's like he's still kind of around. Like he'll be on social media trying to check to see what's up because he didn't get the big budget money for like those films like early on.
Came out of pocket, right?
Came out of pocket for the first one.
Yeah.
Hollywood Shuffle, yeah.
But didn't he do a TV show as well?
That sitcom, yeah.
Yeah.
I
But then he was in the system lightly. Because he was on an off channel. He was like on the CW or some shit. Yeah.
Robert Townsend, come up here, bro.
We balling.
We rock with you, yo. Chicago, I'm a native, man. We will come to New York, come rock with Talkitecture. We want to see what's happening.
For real.
Seriously.
I was wondering why you knew so much.
No,
I was like, he was running it down. Like, yo, if you tweet him, like, oh, so you've tweeted it before.
He's done it.
well,
He's definitely done this before.
I got a Robert Townsend story, right? So I was at Museum of Science and Industry with my mom, and they had this film. It was called 10,000 Black Men Named George. He was one of the executive producers. Like, it was about Pullman Porter. Like, you know, it was a really, it was a really great, inspirational story and what have you, yada yada. But I remember like running into. I was like, "Ma, they go Robert Townsend." She's like, "I'm gonna introduce," because at the time I was like this young, just very jovial kid. Like I was into acting. This is before YouTube, all this shit. So it wasn't like a real end to it, So my mom was like, "Oh, my son wanted me. She's a big fan." I was like, "Yo, Robert, what's good, brother Townsend?" And you could just tell he's like, "Nigga, get out my face, man." I'm trying to just
Oh no.
So I was a little sick at first, but then I realized,
hit you
like,
with the-
but no, people running up on celebrities all the time with no plan, nothing.
Yep.
Like, be my mentor. They like, hey kid, man, go work on some shit, man. Get out my face, But anytime I see him, I'm like, yo, yo, what's good, yo? How are you? You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, oh, it's love, you know. So
You're a comedian, right?
yes, sir.
So the concept of a microphone. Right?
I'm gonna help him out right now. No, you don't touch it.
You might need to give him the mic. Pause.
He needs a hand on
Pause.
it.
Sorry.
He needs a hand on it.
You guys should probably switch.
That's probably
Yo,
what it is.
Dallas.
Don't touch it. I got him. Take your left leg, kick it out a little bit. That's it. Stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right in there. Stay right in there. Stay right in there. Now put your left leg down. Now put your left leg down.
Yo, this is
Now you. Now slide up. Now slide up. Now slide up. Now slide up. Just a little bit.
This is like a real.
This is a
it's a real
tutorial.
thing. Like,
This is a
like, internet's
tutorial
like,
right
I
now.
really.
Internet, close your eyes and guess what's happening right now.
Lift your left leg up.
Then it's also like
Put it in between your legs.
I'm tall.
Put your left leg down.
So I
I had to
Wrap
put
your leg
it
around
to
it.
his mouth. I had to put it to
put
his
the
mouth.
chair down.
His mouth.
It's getting dirty in here.
Now we're egregious. Now we're egregious for no reason.
It's a little
no reason.
over the top.
More encroachment.
For no reason. But good luck with Robert Townsend sitting in
That
here
was a
because
lot.
we could definitely learn a lot about the industry. You know, Hollywood Shuffle is a classic. It's a cultural classic. Listen, if you haven't seen it yet, make sure you figure it out. It's on YouTube, the full length of it. Come on,
The
YouTube
post
got
office
everything.
is always hiring, right? The post office.
Now,
always
let me ask you something. You know, I know Hawaii Mike is here and everything. What, like, just so when people start getting familiar with what's happening in the spaceship, not to give off the wrong impression because, you know, you're out in these streets, you're accessible.
Sure.
People see you, you know, getting some wheatgrass shots and whatever you do.
Right.
Standing outside of Polo Association.
What's the pedigree of guests that
Pedigree. I mean,
should be hollering at you when they see you?
well, hold on a second. I mean, the people that I know.
I know you know a lot of. You know,
Well,
you
no,
know a
I
lot
don't.
of-
I don't.
you know
But
a
I know
lot of-
people that are influential. I know people that have
And
personally
you know a lot of fucky birds.
have personally influenced me, though. Yes, of course, of course.
Mayhem Loren actually name dropped Dallas. He wants to come up here ASAP.
All right, all right, all right. I mean,
I
listen.
spoke to him today. Great
Listen.
guy.
Shout to May, man.
It was the Mayhem Loren
Man.
interview that brought people to this podcast right now. We don't know when people gonna listen. We just happy that the internet just tuned in with us. All right, thank God for that. But Mike, again, this LTD magazine, which for me was a lifestyle publication at the end of publications. Print media was, I mean, print media still exists, but print media for an independent, for some self-funded project, it couldn't sustain that any longer.
Nah, I was crazy. I was bugging out.
You did good work, though. You did
Thank
good
you.
work.
We tried.
No, I mean, there is no, Yoda taught us, there is no try, there is do or don't.
We did.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Was that funded with your own money, or did you have investors?
So when I originally launched in 2003, I signed a fucking horrible deal, you know, like we all do, and basically signed it to where I had to vest my own interest in my own magazine, right? We got through like 3 issues and then deaded it. Luckily, the dude who invested gave it back to me. And then I relaunched in 2006, and that was out of my own pocket with my agency. So I had some partners at Seed, and we was rocking and putting it out. But yeah, nobody ever gave us money.
Wow.
Stout he wanted to buy it from me, and then I said no, and then I left my partners like 8 months later. So who knows what would have happened? Who knows if, you know, we could have did some shit.
Wow.
Do you feel like you? I mean, because to me, you're a visionary. To me, you've seen so many trends. Well, Internet, we haven't even begun to speak about his sneaker collection.
I don't have a collection. I just have sneakers I wear.
Right. But I mean, you only have 2 feet, 2 hands.
Yeah.
I mean, you can only have on 3 pairs at one time, legitimately. Any more than that, and you're a retard. 1 pair on your feet, 1 pair on your hands, and 1 pair around your neck like medallions. That's
Okay.
it.
I was trying to figure out that third one, y'all.
Yeah,
I was
that's
scared.
it. That's all you can legitimately have on you. Any more than that, and you're a weirdo. But you've had more than 3 pairs, so you're a
Sure.
fucking weirdo. Good to have you here.
Yeah.
You're a collector.
Couple more than 3.
Yeah.
Who's your
For
favorite pair?
That's crazy.
That's such a. What?
I mean, honestly, if I had to say 1 pair of shoes,
How many pairs?
how many pairs do I have?
Yeah, how many pairs in the round?
I just gave away probably like 100 pairs for
Right.
charity.
So you do got a collection. What you
What
talking
charity,
about?
Mike?
It's from is From the Soul, and I'm blanking on the other one. But yeah, so
What's the name of the? What? It's From the Soul.
yeah.
Is that the guy that's giving away the?
Yeah. So he's the homeless people and
right.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I went through and rocked and did my like I went through like probably like 10 boxes in storage.
Okay.
And then just pulled out a bunch for them. And then my other homie, I'm blanking on his name right now, but he took a bunch of stuff over New Year's to Puerto Rico.
Okay, dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's really
like he got on a chartered flight at like midnight.
Got it.
And went to Puerto Rico. That shit was really dope.
Amazing.
Yeah, this is amazing. It's a great guest you guys have here.
This is one of our Talkitects.
Can we talk about this?
I mean, we're gonna be forced to, but I'm not.
I'm fucking let you raise it right.
Internet's one of our other Talkitects that you're familiar with, Barker Yeezus, has just shown up for the podcast. He's
Slick shoes.
he
Shown up
appears to
or
have
shown
barely.
out?
Well, he appears to have barely made
Passed
it to
out.
the studio. You know,
Well, no, he
let's-
made it. I don't know in what condition. He's definitely here.
Okay,
I see him.
he is technically not an employee of the Loudspeakers Network. Okay, that's just in case Jenkins and Jenkins. He is represented by Jenkins and Jenkins.
So he walked in.
Yo, first of all,
Guys,
Okay, all right.
What's up, bro?
All right.
yo,
I love
No, hold on. Where's he gonna go if he gets up? Let him stay this.
the wolf of
I'm sorry.
That was like
Yeah, don't throw up in that garbage can.
the ultimate boys being boys thing, right? What just happened? That was
If I
dope.
go into Minnesota wrestling mode, it's bad news.
You can't even get up, bro.
Right.
GY, please explain to us that are listening what you just did. Now you just greeted Barker Yeezus with y'all have a
That was a people's elbow drop. I just hit him with a real quick people's elbow drop.
Where was he?
The man's on the floor, like he laid out, like internet's, like
yeah, we got.
he got. No, I'm gonna give him credit. Like he seems like he's left like some like political fundraising function. Got nice slacks.
It's been a long day.
Obviously open
It's
bar.
been a long
He
day.
seems a bit sloshed.
The arm is frozen. The right arm is stuck.
He's the wolf of.
That's done. The arm is asleep.
He's
He's asleep.
But I fucks with the
There he
scarf.
goes.
There it is.
The wolf
The Wolf of Broad Street.
East House.
I fucks with the scarf, and he had a good time. So I had to hit him with a real quick people's elbow drop.
all right.
And,
You'll find pics of Barker Yeezus on social.
Better right there.
Yeah, he's good right there. He's good right there right now.
where he is.
Rock on, bro.
When he sits up, then
That's
he'll
dedication.
get a mic.
Yep.
All right, but again, getting back to Mike
Yes.
and LTD.
Yes, sir.
Like again, I consider you a visionary. You are far ahead of the digital trend that's about to be underway.
Yes. So when I launched, we launched with Cargo and Complex.
Okay.
So those were the magazines that came out. We were like featured in different publications together about the new men's magazines. But I had a completely different approach. We only printed 3,600 copies. The magazine actually read right to left, so it was completely backwards. There was never anybody on the cover. Every cover was a collaboration with the main feature. The main feature is usually some type of creative artist or company. Like everything was different. Like you couldn't really buy it. You had to be on the list to get it. Or there was certain stores like Colette, Respace, and we sold it for like $20, $25. So it was a completely different model. So you talk about influencer and all of that. That was before there was a term influencer.
Right. But I mean, again, like I'm saying, you're in front of all these things, and you're watching how YouTube expands. YouTube blows up.
Yeah, well, kind of even before that, shit. YouTube was kind of a little after. When did YouTube come out? I don't even remember.
YouTube is like 06.
06? Oh, yeah, I guess the same. I guess I wasn't paying attention. I was still reading print. So I was ahead, but behind, I guess.
Well, I mean, you had Lap come around.
You had your own lane.
Yeah.
Nah.
Come around.
That was a time that the digital space, it didn't exist. So like publications, especially like a publication like yours, it was already a realm and where people could actually go was, and let me check this out. Like, remember those, what was that, Frank
151?
151, it kind of reminds me, when you saw it, like, I had like a magazine, it was like a Doom book, and it had all of this awesome, like, coverage of Doom.
Yep.
And You know, things like that. It's thoughtful, and it takes work. It wasn't like now with the digital space, anybody could be a journalist. Anybody could just say, "I'm a writer." Where it's like,
you had to be of the culture. You had to be part of the fabric of what was happening. You couldn't be an observer. Like, it was different. Like, you had to participate. Like when I was at the source wouldn't have worked if we was reporting from some white people from fucking who knows where and trying to report on Jay. Like,
now they're on Twitch. You know?
So everything's different now. Access is different.
Everything is different, but is everything marketing?
Everything's always been marketing. That's not new. When that's never changed. Like,
that's the basis of everything.
The difference is information. There's access to information. Everybody has access to the same information.
Well, there's no barrier of entry either.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So if you've homogenized the world and given everybody the same information, now you have a different playing field, right? Technology is also changing, right? It like you said about barrier of entry, like what Puff was talking about, is too crowded, there's too much noise, just be great. What I took from that is exactly that. It's the barrier of entry is way too low. You can download any program you need, record, fucking mix, master, upload, record a video, and not leave your crib. Chief Keef, right? When he was on house arrest, it's exactly what happened. In my days, the 90s, you was coming up before that, you had to invest in the studio time, be able to pay for those reels. You had to be able to go to mix your record.
It was on a reel. It was on a reel.
But you had to pay for it.
Yeah.
You had to pay for the actual 2-inch. Like,
did you walk around with your reel?
No. But I'm saying, but to get in a session,
For the reel, like if you went in the reel with several people,
they store them.
No one wanted to walk home with a reel.
No, hell no.
Because you had nothing at home to play with.
No.
What if you had something to play that reel at home with?
So you had to convert the reel to DAT tape, right? Something like that.
Okay.
But imagine if you had to do all of that, invest all of that money. That questions your abilities. That questions, am I really about that life? Like, am I really going to do this? Can I do this? Now it's just, I'm going to do it.
I think the difference right there you're talking about is like, today, if I want to be a rapper, right? I want to be an artist. The difference there is like, I have to be an artist. Like, I don't give a fuck what it takes, right?
Yep.
A lot of these kids couldn't afford studio time, 2-inch reels, drum machines. Guys would walk in with records with ideas that they wanted to sample. That's an extra fucking 4 hours for the engineer to catch the spot where you want to sample from, right? Like, if you don't have a sampler and all you have is an idea and you're on the train with the record thinking about what you want the guy to sample, that's a need. That's not a want. Right? It's a huge difference there.
Yeah. And people will say, oh, y'all hating or you're saying this or that. And it's not, it has nothing to do with that. Like, there's a lot of people that are probably successful right now that have that story, like a Metro Boomin or somebody like that. Absolutely. I think it's something like that, right? Those people would have been those people that would have figured it out. They have that drive. That's not going to stop them. I'm talking about the other people that just throw shit out there, and it's just noise.
Hop over
and it's just noise. Right. Like, we got too much noise, man.
There is too much noise.
It's too much noise. It's too much. I was telling people the other day, I miss the times when there was only 5 channels or whatever it was. You had nightly local news and your nightly fucking evening news that was your national news. You got the most important information presented to you and given to you. Everything else you got from a newspaper that was written, that was audited, that was fact-checked, that was backed up and everything. Right now,
that scares me.
It's clickbait, news. It's this, it's that.
Sure, but hold on for a second. There, we're going back to print media. Yeah. You had a printed set of encyclopedias in your house. If your parents fucking sacrificed, broke their back, spent all the money on these stupid fucking books that they mailed you
Encyclopedia Britannica.
Britannica World and all that.
In the basement.
I wonder why I listen to television now and like I listen to the BBC News and I believe that shit. Just like you would believe when you watched National Geographic and it had the British voice. He's telling you about some shit going on in Africa. How does this motherfucker from England know what the fuck is going on in Africa? But you had that British voice and you're like,
he got it.
He knows exactly what he's talking about.
He's smart.
Smart.
Too much choice, right?
Too much.
Way too much.
There's too much. But that's what I'm saying. So what's happened is information, because of the internet's been devalued. Like,
But
damn.
What do you think?
I feel like we just lost a whole lot of listeners right there.
Why? Why?
Who's Drake dating? Let's get back to that, man. Kim Kardashian.
That should be your tag, Haitian girl. I
What
know
the
that tag.
fuck? I'm running with that one.
That's real. But no, I do have a question, especially, I don't think they're going to click away. I think because they have different, like, opinions. Because a lot of these young kids also know that, like, no, a lot of these young guys that's coming in the game are trash. Like coming up from Chicago, right? We didn't have an industry, so an argument that a lot of people will make it.
There's not just a lot of young guys that trash. There's a lot of old guys that trash.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo,
There's a lot of trash.
There's a lot of trash.
bro.
This cat
That's
came to me
trash.
and he's older than me,
Talk
so he's
nice.
in his 50s. Listen, I love this brother, but he's in his 50s.
Who's this?
Don't stop rapping.
Don't stop rapping.
Stop rapping. You have a fucking cane. You have a heart condition.
Don't be mad. UPS is hiring.
No, I'm saying he has a job, but you listen. What you think? Rappers don't have jobs?
Hell yeah.
Stop it.
My thing is like, yeah, be creative and express yourself, but yo, respect craft.
Respect it.
Like, it's creative, it's craft. It's like, motherfuckers don't build a whack ass table because building tables is cool.
Right.
Like,
Right. And
I'm not gonna be here.
not only that, but I mean, if you know you trash, don't bother nobody with your shit until it's good. You know you trash. I think there need to be a level of
You know what
self-editing.
it is? They got suck friends.
I was about to say.
Friends suck.
All
They
right,
don't
well,
tell them.
Your circle
They don't
sucks.
tell them that. Hey, you know what? Maybe you
Then
should
leave
be
their
manager.
friends with
because they suck too, and they're probably rapping right next
Exactly.
to
To
them.
Mike's point, though, like, you know, back in the days, there was a time where rappers weren't necessarily cool, right? They weren't. Whereas now, the rappers, it's cool to be a rapper. Whereas it wasn't that. It was just like, yeah, that nigga raps. Like, we used to ride up and down when you was in Dory Miller.
Metal Manor.
Metal Manor. Dallas lived in the same building as the two DJs that worked.
Main source.
Were Main Source. I don't think we said a fucking word to those guys.
Nah, we hate them niggas.
Like,
not even because not hating on no.
but just they would just
Like
two
yeah, weirdos, two fucking weirdos.
weirdos like.
Like you would be like, yo, I don't know what
But they
these
were.
niggas
They
doing.
went after they broke up. They got kicked out. They did some weird shit, right? Like,
I mean,
Did they
but
do
at
some weird shit?
I'm talking
Music.
about where they were when they were at their peak, right? When Main Source was Main Source, they lived in his building, and we rode the elevator with like pretty famous guys, and never said a fucking word to them because they weren't cool.
Yeah.
Right. Just looked at them like, and we would just talk to each other, right? Like today. There'd be fucking paparazzi outside, right? People go crazy. It just
What's the media though? That's because the internet. There's so many outlets.
Right.
Before it was.
And
I'm not saying
part of the
rappers
machinery
aren't
too.
cool.
It
But
was
rappers
not
are
part of the
pop
corporate
now.
Machinery then, yes.
Yeah, rappers are pop now.
They are part
See,
of the
back
corporate
then,
machinery.
right? Back then, rappers were rappers, and that's
Yes.
what it was. And
Yeah.
if they touched you, they touched you. Whereas now, rappers are pop.
I'm gonna tell you a true story though. Rappers were rappers, but LL Cool J was LL motherfucking Cool J. And when we was getting cars, when we was stealing cars, he came on Hillside Avenue in a white M3. And we looked at that shit like, we was like, who driving this shit? And then we looked and seen that shit was Cool J. And we looked at that nigga looked at us. I'm not gonna say that nigga didn't look at us and say niggas don't try it. I got the blicky or nothing like that.
Would.
Nah, he was cool about it. He was like, we looked at the shit like, who got that shit? And we looked at it, he was like, yeah, I got that shit. And we was like, all right, cool, we cool with that. We was cool with that. Anytime it was,
LL is one of those guys to me, like a Fat Joe. Like no matter what, bro.
a brother that's in the streets. You catch him in the street.
B, it was just like relentless, tireless, no matter what. Fucking LL Cool J after that fucking, what is it, 17 Shots to the Dome, remember that album? Terrible. But the motherfucker would not stop. Mama said knock you out. And he just kept coming back, and movies and TV shows, and it was just like constant. This guy, to me, that's a man. Somebody that fucking fall down, get back up, and work
keep
another
going.
angle, right? And that Fat Joe.
Reinvent himself.
I was just thinking that shit.
Reinvent himself.
Pink Cookies was fly though. I thought it was
Getting crushed by a building.
He always got something to
Nobody-
That
make you.
tenacity, bro.
But that's
Like,
a big part of being
that
an
was
artist, you
horrible.
get rejected more than everybody else.
Yeah,
What was
but-
the video when he was like crawling around in like a black outfit on a roof or some crazy shit?
Wait, you can't hold me.
Yo, I don't even remember.
Get off me.
What is that? Is that Walk with a Panther?
Walk with a
Oh
Panther.
my God! Listen,
all kinds
he
of-
did a
He
show
did.
in Brooklyn
He
Bridge
did.
Park a few years ago, a handful of years ago. LL Cool J is easily in his mid-40s when he's doing the show. He runs up and down the stage for an hour. He's an animal.
He's a beast.
He's a
Amazing,
beast.
bro.
He's an
Did he jingling baby to the
He
jingling
runs
baby?
up on the stage for an
Jingling
hour,
baby.
back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Everybody in the fucking audience was tired. We was whooped.
Everybody in the audience.
Now,
amazing.
Barker Yeezus is
Oh,
sitting up-
he's
I
resurrected.
feel
That's
like-
the Undertaker.
I feel like Barker Yeezus is going to have an LL story. Oh, no, he's back down. He's back down again. He's back down again.
Damn.
He's
He's
back
a little hot.
LL and fucking Fat Joe for me. I'm done.
Yeah.
They the only two
Well, I'm gonna tell you what was so ill about Fat Joe. That time we were in Miami.
that you died.
Yes, I died that time, but before I died, I saw Fat Joe be mayor of Miami.
Yo, Bucky is about to.
Yo, Barker's dead. He got on the suit. Yo, he's just looking for his coffin, bro.
No, it's
I feel
Oh,
like LSN. We're gonna have to hire a nurse intern.
Dead body. You want
We
to
have,
see that?
no. I mean, just somebody that could, somebody that could give him CPR.
You gotta get him to the bathroom.
Yeah, get him to the
Yeah, get him
bathroom.
over. Get him out.
Oh!
We missed it.
We had
did
a
it?
pause for station identification.
He did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You called it.
In the jacket, though.
I just
in
paused
the
the
jacket.
show. I paused the show for a second because
Get some water, man.
damn.
The Talkitecture podcast is sponsored by Jenkins, and Associates, attorneys at law. Give them a call, 1-888-223-9797. Now back to the podcast. Man, we back. Internets. We are back. Talkitecture is back. And, you know, we just had an interesting moment here in the studio. And it brings me, I mean, while we have our esteemed guest with us, Hawaii Mike, maybe you can help talk us through this moment where one of our hosts seemed to pass out, seemed to be intoxicated.
Was that a host?
Yes, we give him host.
How do you guys define host here?
Host is someone who has the ability to ask a question.
That wasn't a host then.
He didn't have that ability.
He has the access to ask a question. He may not have the ability sometimes. He did not have the ability.
He didn't have the ability. To
Yeah, I wasn't close to the ability to.
But he still had access, and he still asked a question. His condition asked a question to us.
Okay.
You know what's going
How?
on with him? Yeah.
I mean,
What was that?
inebriation?
What was that? We'll find out one of these days what
Over
that was.
intoxication?
But shouts out to Barkeys. We hope he gets well. We hope he gets better.
That's like a lot of alcohol, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, that could have been alcohol or, you know, that could have been doing cocktails.
I wanted to put a chalk outline.
Yeah, definitely. But that's like he should have put his own chalk outline. He bodied himself. I bodied myself before.
Yeah.
When he walked in, I was completely like, I didn't know if this was like a skit.
Right.
Or like, if we were
type of
doing like
podcast.
improv and I didn't know, like, and you guys were going to see what I was going to do. Because when he walked, he was so,
Pale.
But
but doesn't,
No.
didn't really look like anybody else that should be here. So when he walked in, I didn't know if it was a joke. I didn't know. I was completely. It was interesting.
Yeah.
It was fun, guys.
To be fair, he typically does walk in late, and there's some level of intoxication. So
I'll hide them.
yeah, so yeah, just
Some method of alteration.
Yeah.
Wolf of Wall Street type. Baby.
so I wasn't shocked that it was him.
But he earled all over his coat.
That
bro.
part. I mean,
But he
that's-
popped up, took the coat off, finagled
That
it.
coat is R.I.P. Right?
But he walked back. He walked in on his heels. Like he was walking in on his heels.
Yeah,
yo.
yeah. Like the fact that he even made it here into the space.
Yo, can you imagine walking down the block? Like, the people that watch him, like, oh shit.
That's what I'm saying, yo. How did he get in the building? How did he
White
get in the
privilege.
door?
He used white privilege. We don't have to question him on that white privilege.
I want to see the
Anytime
camera.
you get that fucked
Can I
up-
see the tapes?
Yeah,
I want to see the tapes.
yeah.
You guys cool with the building?
Well,
Can we?
we gotta talk
Oh, was it the
security.
suit? Is
he had
He had the suit
on.
with the shoes.
So could
Had
his
a
suit
novel
give me
in
that
his
privilege?
pocket.
But he has stand socks on.
Could his suit give me that privilege? Could I get up to the 22nd floor?
No.
More than likely not.
Okay.
I want to talk to the security guard. See what his hot take.
Well,
roll tape. I want to see tape.
Right. We don't want to put no. We don't want to.
How many walls did he bump into?
We don't want to put nobody on blast. But yeah, I wonder if I could get that far.
What did the elevator look like? Like the elevator scene was probably crazy.
All right.
That's why I don't drink anymore, man. Honestly, I can't see myself getting to that point. I know my homies do it, and I don't like when they do it. And yeah, it's like when is enough? You know, when is enough?
When you're his age, though, man, it's hard to gauge, right? And
Right, you still feeling it out.
I think with our friend, there's a level of like social anxiety that he may be dealing with, and you start drinking and kind of loosening up, and next thing you know, you've had one
A river.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to bring our network therapist in here
I think
one time.
Yes.
I only say that because I've been there, right?
Right.
I've done the same thing.
Right.
Dallas knows that way
Right.
too many
Right.
times.
We've experienced that together.
Yeah.
I mean, I think everybody that's drank hasn't experienced something.
Right.
But you were in the industry, you've been around. Like we were coming up, open bars is rampant. Like open bars is everywhere.
We just talk about UBO,
Yeah.
Open bar life.
Well,
the Black Planet,
Oh, Black Planet.
urban box office.
Oh, snap.
those parties, Black Planet parties.
I never went to
That
that.
was the beginning.
You ever went to a chat line party?
That was like
A chat line
digital,
party.
It was like Digital Freaknik.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the chat line was.
No, I never would go to a chat line anything
Party.
because
Out of your
I used to
fucking
call
mind.
that shit, but they used to line people up. Like
Yeah.
I have this working theory that all the people who pop in on the internet today, on Twitter in particular, they used to call the chat line. I know for a fact.
Many of them did.
Helps, absolutely. You can't tell me you didn't call, what's that shit? The Raven. The BK Raven.
What are we talking about?
Chat line.
Chat line hookups. Chat line was.
You guys were rocking in the back of the Village Voice and shit.
Yeah.
I found out about the chat line through school. High school
Started
shit.
calling.
Through high school shit. Damn, you.
High school entering college.
You know what? Thank you, because you just saved me. Because being on the chat line, you knew was some creep shit. You knew it was some creep
it
shit.
was 45-year-olds trying to holler at 17-year-olds.
It was
Creep shit has been forever and will be forever and
Yes.
will continue.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just different vehicles and different ways to record it and talk about it and
express
it's
it, and
just out there.
yeah,
It's always been.
it's
fucking-
always been.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's not new.
That's just the biology of the thing.
Perverto Clemente.
I mean, yeah. That's youth. That's youth and age. The dichotomy, right?
Right. That's.
I get older, I want younger. I'm younger, I want older.
But is that the case too? Is it not sometimes young people appearing older, costuming themselves as older people, as more
That's what I'm saying.
people?
If when I'm younger, I want to be older.
Right.
And when I'm
It's not
older, I
that
want
you
younger.
want a younger person. You want a person that looks healthy.
Nah, when you get older, you want somebody younger because that's
Yeah,
like
no. When you're older, you're a vampire. You're
it's
a fucking,
tight.
yeah. You're a vampire. You want that younger spirit. But listen, I don't want to creep nobody out. But all this shit is fucking creep shit.
Creep.
Right. Creep life.
You know what? I want like remember the not right commenters.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to have a podcast. Those are some of the funniest motherfuckers.
Yeah.
On the planet.
And some of the aggregators of a lot of the dope content that exists, today.
Yeah.
Some people did take it from comments to other platforms.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Hawaii Mike, you've gone again. We keep talking about evolution.
Mm-hmm.
So you've gone from magazine publisher, marketer. You say it's always about marketing, but is Chef for Hire marketing?
Of course.
What is Chef for Hire?
Chef for Hire is a gastronomic exploration in the art of social dining.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
That was
Don't do that.
that was a lot.
Don't do that. What is
hit
Chef
him.
for Hire? What is
I
Chef for
dropped
Hire?
out 10th grade.
hit him.
What's good, my nigga? I'm here.
A gastric.
Mr. Straczynski suck my dick. I'm here, motherfucker. Dead in jail, right? Fuck you.
So, I smoke a lot of weed. I always have. I actually got in the music industry selling weed. And it's always been there with me. So even when I was at the Source, wherever else, cannabis has always been a part of my life. So when the industry started presenting itself and opportunity, I started dabbling in making edibles. But I was doing all the regular shit, baked goods is what we started with, and then got really good at candies. make incredible gummies, caramels, Jolly Ranchers.
Oh.
But then I needed a way to introduce them. So my marketing mind said, Tupperware party, right? A hosted social gathering where you introduce a product or service. So my cul-de-sac is the 5 boroughs in New York and beyond. My network is music, media, agency shit, fashion, wherever. So I could bring all those people together and just show them my product. But if I said come to a Tupperware party, shit sounds kind of weird, right? So I made it food and made it like a speakeasy. And then the food thing started taking off more. And what I found was people were just kind of drawn to the communal aspects. And like food is positive, right? Food is around every positive memory we have. Every birthday, every celebration we can think of, food is there. We're going to travel, we're going out with our girl, going out with our boyfriend, whatever it is. Yo, where we going to eat? Where we going? We're hanging with our friends. I ain't seen no while. Let's go grab some food. Lunch.
I mean, food is so important. Like, my eternal question is, what's for dinner?
I mean, and food is the only essential we get excited about. Like, food makes us horny. Like, it's a sensory experience. Cannabis is a sensory enhancer. So the two together, the community, all of these things became a movement. So that's really what Chef for Hire is. So we'll build it up into a bunch of different things. But we've been doing a supper club since August 2015.
Wow, that's a long time.
That's
What's the
wild.
legality behind that? How
Yeah.
does that work?
You know, it's a private dinner.
Okay.
You know, we're not out in a restaurant doing it. We're not doing.
Right. There's no tickets you can buy. I can't.
I mean, yeah, you can. You have to be on the list. It's you agree to be
I mean,
there.
you can support,
sign.
you can
Actually,
support.
Everybody signs a waiver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, so it's, of sound mind, adults consenting to be there to participate, bring trees, get it popping.
Have you ever potlucked?
Not really potluck. Like, we tried, we kind of sommelier the experience.
Okay.
Like,
So then there's a curation, and you
Oh,
curated.
it's overly curated.
Okay. That's fair.
Usually the guests.
Potluck, you might get some regs, right?
Oh, nah.
You don't want to bring no regs.
Well, not only that, but potluck, you don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know
Right.
what
The
you're
strength.
mixing. Yeah, what you're mixing with what.
Right.
If different people are bringing things, some people like to joke and they think it's funny and overdose. Right.
Dose their friends.
Yeah.
Right.
And so for us, we want to show the responsible side. Like, we want to normalize the use of cannabis. It's an everyday essential. So that's why we use food, right? Food from the outside to anybody looking in is non-threatening, right? Food is, like I said, it's an essential. I need to eat every day. It's something I always do. It's something I'm used
So
to.
that oregano crusted salmon was litty.
I mean, we do all kinds of everything, but we don't throw like cannabis leaves on everything. You wouldn't know.
That's
if
pedestrian. Okay, that's too pedestrian. Okay.
Yeah, if you look at the pictures, you will never know.
So, from what I understand, I don't partake.
Yep.
So, when you consume marijuana,
Yep.
it's a lot stronger, isn't it?
Yes.
So how
Cannabis. We only say cannabis.
Cannabis. So
That's a bad word.
when you consume cannabis, it's a lot stronger than smoking it, correct?
Yeah, your liver processes it differently.
Got
Yeah.
it. So how do you gauge that? You don't want to fuck someone up, have them.
Well, the thing is also you can't. I mean, you can overdose by having a bad experience, or you may get sick if you eat too much. But it's not you're gonna die like a hard drugs or anything like that, right? We don't put it to a point where you're gonna get faded. It's nothing. There's tons of things on the market that are stronger than the dinners that we do.
Got it.
And part of what we do is we're energy beings. So if we give people everything the same thing, everybody's getting the same menu, the same dose. Nobody's looking at anybody else going, "Are you more fucked up to me, or you doing something different?"
So you're measuring.
Oh, 100%, 100%. And we use the menu. So determine how the fats are used, the oils that we use, terpenes that are found in the plant itself and in the foods we use, the timing. It's all part of the process.
Got it.
Like all of that. So it's responsible consumption through proper dosing.
Nice.
Damn, that's scientific.
All right.
It's thought out though. But the thing is, we're simple beings, right? We learn from conditioning. Past 80 years, we've been told this shit's illegal. It's wrong. It's dangerous. It's this. It's that. Thousands of years before that, and it's been documented. It's been used for thousands of different things.
Do you ever put together dinners that are strictly plant-based, only plant-based dinners?
We haven't yet. I've talked to a few artists that have changed their diet to plant-based, and we've talked about doing that. So that's out there. I mean, we do comfort food.
Shout out to Chloe.
Because we want to do, oh yeah, I fuck with Chloe. Because we want to make food that is approachable to people, people will recognize. Because we don't want that part of the experience to kind of shock them. But the techniques that we use aren't like we're not just going to the corner store and grabbing frozen chicken and cooking. Like our techniques are, you know,
That's a bet. That's a bet. Well,
high quality, locally sourced.
What that inspires me to think of is, you know, I know your event is lit. But people out there listening, put together your group, your community group, and do you have a network of groups where you go to different cities and cook?
I mean, we've done since August 2015. I think we've done 31 of them. I think that's 31 months. So we've done that here. We've done another 30 plus in other cities, states, places for private dinners. We also have another, so we have a Chef for Hire Supper Club is the ones we do. And that's, you have 40 seats per event we do. So first 40 people to purchase the tickets go on. Then we have Fly Private by Chef for Hire. So more discerning, more curated, more premium price. And that audience is usually anything from, you know, celebs to influencers, executives, athletes, shit like that.
You ever curated a dinner or meal on a plane?
No, but
right,
I'm trying to.
There would be a wrinkle in the universe.
No.
Chef for Hire was on a plane.
No.
Because can we get much higher?
Well, so all right, so our whole shit is called Fly Private, right? So there's 420, right? That's smoking, 710 oils. There's nothing for edibles. So we say for edibles, you fly private because you're flying high, but it's discreet, so it's private. Right? So do you fly private is one of the things that we use, and then fly private or flying private is what our experiences are.
Right.
Yeah, so it all, yeah. But, you know, with flying inflammation, I've always wanted to do some food. So I want to figure out the private jet thing and how to be able to service them with some things.
Can we get much higher?
Like, how would that be, you know? It's perfect.
That would be
Right?
Mind blown.
panic attack.
Wheels up. Where you at?
Mind blown. One of my favorite features in LTD was the author who traveled to every baseball stadium
Oh.
in the country.
Yeah.
Baseball season is underway now, and I love the game of baseball on a perfect day, a sunny day outside.
Yeah.
Even if you don't like baseball, if you go out to a baseball game on a sunny day, you know.
Do you remember who that was?
I don't remember the writer.
Oh, it's not a writer. That was our feature.
Yes.
So, the person was a huge Mets fan, and when Shea Stadium was going to be torn down, decided to go there and take this shot. Then they announced Yankee Stadium was going to get torn down, so he went there and did the same shot. And then he decided, since he loves baseball so much, he's going to go take that same shot at every stadium he can go to. So he did it, and then for some reason decided that he wanted to share it with us, and you know, so we did the interview first. He opened up crazy, and it was nuts. So it was actually Futura.
Wow.
Get out of here.
Yeah. So, like, he's a huge baseball fan. That's one of his favorite things to do. And so he started that project. It was a pet thing. And when it came to do the cover, because I said all the main features do the cover, I was like, what do you want to do? And he was getting ready to do that book. And so that was the first time he featured it. Because everybody else usually wanted Point Man. You know what I'm saying? They wanted Futura Adasmo. They wanted all this shit that everybody asked for.
Yeah.
And part of the theme of the story was that he was tired of being used and feeling used. Because he was at that point where he just felt like everybody was just always kind of at him. And this was kind of nah, this is for me. I want to go do this. So I felt honored to share that. People like got mad at me at first. Like all my, you know, people I was working with, the editors and shit, they were like, yo, why would you put that? It's not, you know, waste a Futura cover on some baseball shit and pictures.
That's crazy, because that shit was, I tell you, that shit, for me, that it gave me that feeling. Like when you go to that stadium, when you go to this big open space, and maybe it's a sunny day when the spot is crowded, and somebody on the Mets does something good, Darryl Strawberry hits a home run, the place rings off. When you don't get into the stadium and Darryl Strawberry hits a home run, and you're in the neighborhood rings off.
Yep.
That's how Shea used to be, how it was.
Yeah. And so that was his feeling, right? And that's his era.
Yeah.
You know, he's in his 50s now.
Wow.
So, you know, he's older than us or older than me. And so, again, man, like, for him to open up that way, like, there's parts of that story where he was telling me stuff that, you know, Stash didn't know.
Yeah.
And people he grew up with, right? And talking about his life. So, you know, for me, when I was doing that magazine, it was truly just, like, it was a quarterly publication that came out for every season. And it was literally just how I was featuring my friends and people I knew in the industry that we were partaking in. It was streetwear. It was our culture. It was something that was just happening in real time. Like, I always talk about my page through as my letter to the editor. It was just pictures of everything that we did. Not everything, but, you know, highlights of things that we did leading up to that issue. So I was like, that would be our version of Instagram. Because it was like a mosaic of all these little pictures. So if you would have took my Instagram.
That was Instagram.
That's what I'm saying.
That was an Instagram story.
Yeah.
But Instagram really just figured out, let's monetize this better than, well, let's monetize this as magazines did. Because a magazine like yours was published quarterly. And let's think about it. Those images are lasting. They're running 3 months. Yeah. How long is an Instagram post running? How long? I mean, those that are active on Instagram.
Forever.
I'm off Instagram now. I just quit Instagram internet right now.
You just quit right the second?
I just quit. I just deactivated.
You're going to pick it right back up. Before we even move on.
How long does an Instagram post
until you delete it?
Of many users' life last? Not long.
I mean,
how long is it active? Like, how long can it get likes for?
I guess it can get likes as long as it's active.
As long as it's posted.
But that's the thing.
How long is it relevant?
But we talk about the cloud now. Memories are relevant your whole life. That's the thing we forget. We're thinking about the clouds constantly, yo.
Oh, they are memories?
I mean, shout out to Chappelle for fucking locking people's cameras. I mean, the phone's up.
Yeah.
Those are memories. That's people are forced to use their fucking brain. You know? Again, like, why? There's nothing wrong with that. It's not like we want to regress and say social media or anything is bad. Technology's fucking awesome. Like, the internet's an incredible tool, except for when tools use it.
It's brilliant.
Talkitecture.
Right? Like what do you need to think about?
Don't drop that mic.
Barriers. Right? There should be barriers to entry for things. You should have some type of, like, you got to give into it to get from it, right? Like, we had to fucking look at microfiche and encyclopedias and all, and like go to the fucking library, bro.
Pay dues.
Yeah, man. I remember getting index cards of animals and shit and learning and fucking that, like, and going outside and playing, like.
Pay dues. Does Pay Dues still have a stage, a festival stage? Pay Dues.
Pay Dues.
I'm not sure.
Damn.
That was along with Rock the Bells.
Rock the Bells.
Yeah,
That's what that was.
I think
that's cool.
Both of those kind of went out the window at the same time.
Yeah. Oh, okay. The Rock the Bells brand is done with.
I think I did see a story though that they're trying to bring back Pay Dues in particular.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Smaller stages.
Intimate experiences. Right? Like, unplugged. That's what we want.
I did a show in DC one time for 7 people. I mean, I didn't even do the show. I put together a show. 7 people. Yeah.
You could have opened your window in Brooklyn and yelled and reached more people.
Right. I went to DC.
And you went all the way.
Lost my shirt, but I had 2 shirts. So, Talkitecture. GY, you came back into the to the table. Tell us about Barky Yeezus. How's he doing? I see you got your hood cinched. Like,
Get an update.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's doing a lot better now. I think he just needed a little bit of fresh air. I really kind of feel
he's still scared of the mic.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm looking at it. So, internet. This is a big ass mic, right? So I'm thinking
He's scared of it.
I could be like a couple.
There's some.
away,
There's
maybe.
something that's happened in his past where he doesn't want to get too close to the mic.
but I'm not even back here. I was like right here. Like I'm still not close.
no,
No, now you are. Now you're good.
Good now. You're good.
Your head.
Y'all want the update or no, man?
But we want to make sure everybody hears it.
Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did you call paramedic?
No, we didn't.
He was the paramedic.
Exactly. You know what?
Any hand sanitizer?
I mean,
Mouth to mouth?
I already had hand sanitizer on deck, though. Like, you know, he had a little...
His hoodie's still cinched. Like you was in hazmat mode.
Joe,
It was full.
So,
Did he vomit again?
he did vomit again.
Okay.
You know what?
Okay.
I mean, here's the thing. So Barker Yeezus, he's a good dude. He had a little bit too much to drink. We've all been there, right?
Prior to coming.
Prior.
Like, yeah, no, we haven't had any drinks over here. Complimentary loudspeaker network. We just chilling. But Barker, he's sitting up. You know, he's getting fresh air. You know, I think
So y'all dropped him on the front steps?
well, no, the turning point. He was kind of chilling on the front step.
Dumped over.
And then it was clients coming through, so we had to just get him. We had to get him up out of that, and to take him back to the bathroom. You know, put some water on him, and you know, I ended up putting some of that the energy. I never knew about that life hack. Hey, Miguel, you put me on game.
Caffeine when you're drinking, or if you had too much to drink, I introduced that to you. People have been doing that for many years. Yeah. They usually use coffee.
Okay.
I just happen to have 5 hours.
Right. Because alcohol is a depressant.
Right.
And as a
stimulant.
depressant, right.
I'll tell you, like where I'm from Elmhurst, Corona. It's usually a bump.
Oh. Yeah, no comprende.
I don't think we need to give him one.
no.
Yeah, he don't need no more drugs. I actually thought I thought about Chef for hire. I was thinking about you. I was like, maybe
We don't want that guy.
No.
Yeah,
right, Mike?
No.
No,
No, we don't.
he wouldn't get an invite.
No, probably not.
Bucky.
Yeah.
But you know,
He's got to shape up. He's got to shape. When he shapes up, he could.
He's a baby. He's a baby.
In his
He's a baby.
defense,
He's a baby.
you know, like I played tennis with the guy. Like I've seen him different.
He had suit privilege.
Huh?
He had suit privilege.
Yeah, he had suit privilege. He had a little suit privilege.
Lawyer too.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
When was the last time? Have you ever had a day like that?
Sponsored by
Like,
Jenkins.
We don't know the day. We know the end.
Many
we don't know the day.
Many days like that.
Whereas-
I stopped drinking last year though, but I had a solid 25-year career of drinking really well. Me and the wife can knock back a bottle of Jameson in the night, like a liter.
Oh, that's love, bro.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
That's why they
Easy.
married.
It was bad.
That's
like
right.
yeah.
So,
Why they married.
so I'm notorious, right? When I'm really feeling fucked up, I just hit a smoke bomb and I just disappear. Like I'll let a few people know where
Irish
where I'm
goodbye.
going.
Irish goodbye.
Yeah.
But I'm out. Like it's just like they like wait, because I don't want to be a burden to anybody. And not to say he wants to be a burden either. I really feel like he legitimately just wants to come and be a part, and he was just too fucked up, right? But we all get to that point where you know your limit. It's like, Joy, what's your limit? Like how many drinks do you think?
I've lost count.
3 or 4? You
my
can
limit.
still kick it with the guys after 3 or 4?
I could probably drink a lot of men under the table.
Wow.
It's not something that I'm
Well,
not to
girl,
say
play
that
that,
not to say that that's something that I'm
Like,
proud of. But
He don't believe you. You need more people.
Just give
Beverage of choice.
my beverage of choice,
Give the male internet your Instagram again.
Joy the Great, DA Great,
No hesitation.
no hesitation.
But don't be a
She's like,
fucky. Don't be a fucky.
Be a fucking asshole.
Don't
Shoot your shot.
No,
you can shoot your shot, just don't get mad when that shit gets
That shit get
curved.
blocked. Matumbo.
I have no problem deactivating accounts. We know that. Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
You're gonna get those screenshots.
Yeah, go for it. Mandy done showed me game last week. No.
Shout out, Mandy.
Andy,
Yeah. Miguel not with it. Miguel is not with it. Miguel's not with it. We had a lot of fun last week.
Wonderful person. I don't want to hark back to another guest, but she's a wonderful person, very smart. She can do what she wants with her body, and she's clear on that. Right. And it's dope. The Dubai thing.
Yeah.
Sorry. The minute that plane lands, you're getting hit with a fucking tree branch. Just to get the party started. You know what's what.
Right.
Stop.
Just be mindful. Be mindful of what
You're
potentially
going into
happen.
another fucking country.
Don't put
You're
Miguel
getting
on
in
this
a time
topic.
machine and going back.
Yeah.
Right? The minute you land there, you're not in fucking Miami Beach. Right? This is another fucking country. The rules.
Well, you're not in Paris either.
Yeah, exactly. The rules for women there are not the same for right. So you're going to a whole fucking other culture. This whole story about they really get the fuck out of here. No way.
Yo, Miguel is not feeling this shit. We just talked about this earlier.
You never ever.
No.
You gotta let the internet know because I feel like it'll probably be somebody like, girl.
He wants to know.
No.
He sound like he did it before he got played.
No. Listen. That's an excellent point. I've never been there. I have no desire to go there. I'm just telling you, based on fucking facts. Women aren't allowed to drive in many of those countries. What makes you think you're gonna get on a plane? This guy's gonna take so good care of you. He's gonna give you $25,000 to hang out with him. Don't be fucking stupid.
Is it a thing?
Hang out on his balls.
Yeah, and if it was just that, fuck it, cool. It's your body.
But aren't they-
Do with it what you
If
choose? But
if you participate in that behavior, shouldn't it be under the radar? So that won't happen?
listen.
They just
Again, this is just you can
they're
do
gonna
what
fly?
you want with your body, but don't try to sell me this bullshit story.
That you over there talking shit.
Stop.
Yeah.
Okay, cut the shit. We like this whole world because what happens is there are young girls out there that think they're gonna go over there and some guy's gonna charm them. This is gonna just charm
No, I'm more concerned with a young
tone
girl
and the
thinking
accent.
she could talk shit.
Oh, yeah.
And then she gets disappeared.
I feel like where she was coming from, like she definitely like
Ouch.
She definitely like really, she can finesse, but like certain girls they was
That was she was just telling.
Mandy
We
was
was
telling
talking
her experience.
right.
Her experience
That's what we were
completely
saying.
different. Let me be clear on this. Her experience there was completely different than what I'm describing. She went there on vacation. She on her dime. Like she's not going there. But she was she was telling us that
Glossing over.
a lot of the stuff that these young women are doing out there. Like these Instagram models that go out there
And get shit
to
on.
get that. Yeah, literally.
No, she lost me when she said she never got hurt before. I was like, yo, geez, chill. Everybody been hurt before.
Hey, listen.
Listen,
right, yeah,
anyway,
that was that other show that.
Anyway.
I hope y'all listen to that episode
Yo.
I just
before
think
y'all
people
heard
have
this one.
transparency. Like, yo, be
No.
open,
People be
share.
fine. People be fine. We've already discussed this stuff with them.
Anyway.
A good brother of ours got hemmed up in Dubai years ago.
Yes, indeed. DJ Ben Amin will tell us the story.
Locked up.
He was locked up.
56
What the hell
nights?
was he doing in Dubai? They was like, what the fuck are you doing in Dubai?
He was 2 years, right?
With locks. Whatever. Dude had locks.
So he 2 years, man.
They came.
Mike,
and
I can tell you
got
one
him.
place your dinners won't go over very well.
Where's that?
Dubai.
Yeah. I mean, publicly, I'm sure there's a bunch of motherfuckers out
Oh
there.
yeah, I feel like there's a market everywhere for that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I was watching television. My sister, my younger sister, she likes to indulge in the cannabis, and she just recently had a baby, so she's breastfeeding right now. And we were watching television, and there was a whole show on like cooking with edibles and cooking with cannabis and all of this. And I said, yo, when you stop feeding that thing off your titty, we're gonna make a dinner. We're fucking doing this. And this was completely just in the moment, just getting excited
I hope
by that
everyone
shit.
that's in prison right now for selling cannabis, and other derivatives, I hope they're given jobs in the cannabis industry.
When they come on,
Not in
Hope
this
they're
world.
given
Nah, fuck outta
executive
here.
positions,
Nah.
Isn't that
salespeople
what Biggs-
positions.
Very,
Them
very,
bitches just got out
very,
of jail for
very
that?
slowly.
That's-
It's like
we're
California's
horrible.
trying.
We're horrible people.
Right now, there's about maybe, and I'm being generous, probably 2% of cannabis businesses are owned by people of color.
man.
Yeah, I don't want just people of color owning business because yes, people of color,
but hold
people
on,
of
hold
color
on.
need to own business. How much are they a percentage of society? Whatever that percentage, that's how they need to own business. But I'm talking about people who have spent
So hold on,
their
hold on.
life
So
in
hold on.
prison
Hold
because
on.
they were giving people cannabis.
Wait.
Sorry, hold on.
Yes, sir.
So, the amount of people that in prison for nonviolent drug offenses that are people of color,
Exactly.
right, is probably 80% of the system.
Right.
I hope
Right?
not.
No, it is.
no.
He's absolutely
Fuck
right.
hope,
That's
fuck
where I'm
hope.
going with it.
That's what it is, right? So if we rewind, prohibition isn't a war on drugs; it's a war on race. That's what it's always been. The scheduling of drugs is about taking people's rights away, right?
Rigged system.
The war, Nixon, right? That's what he wanted pro-war. Who's against the war? Hippies, people of color, black people, right? Just got rights. I'm not trying to go fight your war. So if we can create these harsher sentences and put people away, take their rights away.
Rockefeller
Now
laws.
you can't vote. Well, Rockefeller laws came after the crack era, which was put here by who, and you know what I'm saying? Like, so all of that, where'd the guns come from?
Yeah.
All that shit. So all this shit perpetuates and been that's been the narrative throughout.
Is
So
there,
that's
is
why
there, is there a gun making company named last name Jenkins?
I mean, not, you know, I don't know.
Jenkins.
Hitchcock and Jenkins.
That's right.
Too deep.
Hitchcock and Jenkins.
This system is overrigged.
You gotta put the.
Like,
you
Well,
gotta
but
push
yeah,
the
but yo,
button.
so to go back to the point to bring it all back together, no, not really, because they want to control the industry. There's not an industry that people of color control.
No, I mean just at
So-
least, but like we got jobs at UPS,
Jobs. I'm not about jobs.
CBS,
But all of the
cannabis
people, we should.
delivery systems hire Negroes out of prison. Please, if that Negro can
no.
show you his arrest record and he was arrested for selling for cannabis,
Yep.
CDS cannabis delivery systems. They're like UPS. They have like UPS has a national charter to deliver packages anywhere in the country. So does CDS.
No, you know what they'll
Come
do?
on, Trump.
They'll
I
keep-
voted for Trump.
They'll keep arresting, right? And then they'll keep giving harsher sentences, and then they'll hire you in prison
Yeah.
and not
Yeah.
pay you,
Right.
Or cheat.
right?
25 cents an hour.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's, come on, man.
What if it's all just open air prisons anyway?
That's the system.
No. I'm on some Jim Carrey shit now.
Yeah, he fucking around with like
I
$3.
think, yeah, man. I think Mike is 100% right, man. At the end of the day, that's the system, right? And it's like finding your angle, finding your little niche, your crew, and making money and staying under the radar, right? Like, I want to talk to you about services, like cannabis services. I was about to say another word. I don't want to get upset, you, Mike. Hawaiians are fucking scrappy motherfuckers.
I'm not Hawaiian though.
What? Oh, I thought you were Hawaiian.
No, I'm just Hawaii, Mike. I'm not Hawaiian.
What are you? What are you?
That's a whole other episode.
Just all right. Just
My father's from the Philippines. My mother's from Brazil.
Philippine people.
My
right.
grandfather, on my dad's side's from Palestine, though.
Okay.
So it's
Persian.
whole other. It's
Well,
crazy.
why do they call you Hawaii Mike? I always
So
thought you
my
were
mom,
Hawaii.
my mom took me to Hawaii when I was 5. So I did grade school in Hawaii.
You fought a lot.
Nah, it
What
was.
do they call guys like you when you come to Hawaii?
Not me.
Well-
they call white people howlies. Yeah. So those are the people we get to go to the basketball courts and we watch and everybody gets beat up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
BJ Penn, one of my favorite. Shout to BJ Penn.
BJ Penn took it to be.
Howlies.
Yeah, they're scrappy motherfuckers. They love to fight.
Hawaiians will. Yeah. I mean, Polynesians in general,
Yeah.
they're good for fighting.
Yeah.
They're warriors. They will definitely
Scrap.
Oh yeah.
So services.
Oh, but you know, Pecos gave me the nickname.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah. So when I used to, I don't know if I was consulting for Arista at the time when he was working there. I think so. And then he was like, "Yo, this Havana Joe, you're Hawaii Mike." And I was like, "All right, I'm gonna take that."
So wait, did he know you did grade school there?
I don't remember. Nah, I mean,
must have. How the fuck is he just
but I
gonna
surf.
pick
I've been surfing forever, so I was always surfing. So people that knew me, I
Rockaway, where
would
were you
talk to that
surfing?
shit. Nah, I was traveling still, so I mean, I was surf Rockaway, but I don't really like that shit. Like, I'm definitely not surfing in the winter. Fuck that. But I always wanted people to answer the phone for me, not where I worked or who I worked with. So I was like Hawaii Mike.
Makes a nice little angle.
Yeah,
I like it.
So even when I was at the source, it's Hawaii Mike. From where? Just tell them Hawaii Mike. And if they don't pick up my call, then I know. Like if I call and I say I'm calling from the source, you're gonna pick up the phone anyway. Like doesn't matter.
He
who
went
it is.
to social media with this handle HWMK.
Hawaii Mike.
Right,
I thought it
right.
was like a
but
different
the
strain.
why this shit was important was because when we had to fuck with Twitter, at that time you had to fuck with Twitter, you had 140 characters. This guy's social handle, if you talk to him, he gave you enough space where you could get your shit off with the next 135 characters.
Yo, on some real shit, like my first Twitter name was the Swagnificent. It was too long. I ended up changing it just.
Of course it was too long. It was too, yeah. Fuck.
You took all the characters.
Yeah, it's 5. I'm 5 characters now. GY312.
Also, I mean, I had some help. Hayes made my logo too, so he did HWMK.
You're locked into that world, huh?
Well, so ironically, man, I mean, I just kind of fell into it doing the shit we do. Like I started working with Mountain Dew.
Right.
Like shout out to Frank Cooper. We talking about UBO. Frank Cooper is a UBO, and then Frank was at Pepsi, and then we were in some like influencer program or some shit, and then he brought us in and said, we got this art program. We need like 3 or 4 more artists. Can you find anybody? He's like, these are like 4 of them we're looking for. Well, Jeff Staple was one of them. Right. And so I called him in front of him and I was like, yo, you want to do this project? He was like, yeah. And I was like, cool. He's like, get 3 more.
Yeah, Mountain Dew got to relaunch Blue as Futura Blue.
Yeah, I didn't do a Futura bottle. Like, I didn't do a Futura stat. We did Haze.
I still got the Mountain Dew bottles.
Actually, Stash did. I got Stash a check from Mountain Dew though.
Yeah. I still got the bottles too. Commemorative. I mean, listen. Thanks to Mountain Dew, I have diabetes. Not just thanks to Mountain Dew, but certainly.
Yo,
Certainly.
Sponsor check.
No.
Mike's trying to get us some checks. Demolish Mountain.
I'm like throwing you meatballs.
I've been making.
I'm still. No, I mean, listen. I kept my videos up of my love letter to Blue Mountain Dew. Blue Mountain Dew was official.
Mountain Dew got me through college.
We gotta somehow sugar.
That was the first energy drink.
Yeah, Mountain Dew got me through college.
That's all.
It was no Red Bull back
take
then.
the sugar out. Put stevia in Mountain Dew. Come on, we can make Mountain Dew organic. We can make it do again.
What?
We can make it do again.
It could be like Sunday
Mountain Dew what it do.
Make Mountain Dew again. There you go.
There you go.
There's your new campaign.
Damn.
You know you got shit to do.
That sound like a bag.
Listen. Oh, and there it goes. The bag just left.
You pointed at it.
Why, Mike? If you ever got a bag, get another one.
Always.
Always. There go another one.
Always.
And another one.
Never just have one bag.
No. I mean, that's why the octopus is the shit. How many bags could an octopus fuck with in the water? Easily 8. On land, octopus could still fuck with bags.
There has to be a bag on deck. You can't hold 2 bags. Like it's just like one bag. You know there's another one coming. You got another one coming from down the line. There's bags coming in, constantly coming. You're always working.
Yeah, you gotta be like air traffic control.
Venmo that.
Yeah, with the bag.
Yeah, with the bags.
Yeah, all the bags coming in. Because if you're all your hands like you just gotta keep them.
You gotta time the bags.
But I hate W9 forms though.
It's a flow.
Like trying to get these bags.
I learned a long time ago. I got a business manager, man. I pay a little. Yeah, I can't rely. I make more money not dealing with that.
Yeah. Because that's a whole different finesse, right?
Yeah, mine is Rob Grubman.
Damn.
Internet.
Shout out.
Internet.
Shout out.
You definitely want to shout out to Rob Grubman. Rob Grubman works with a lot of people y'all fuck with.
Internet, if you can't afford a lawyer right now, or representative, please contact
Dallas
Jenkins and Associates.
What's the number?
Number is 917-227-9797.
He keeps giving out that number.
Diversify your bonds.
And they're gonna contact you because their sense of humor ends when those mics go off.
We'll send them to Jenkins.
Yes, that's
Just
Jenkins.
so
We'll
you know.
forward them right to Jenkins.
I just want them to know I'm not
part of this.
involved in this joke that he keeps making.
I'm exempt.
Yo, that was probably forward to like random numbers in his contacts. Like,
Yeah,
send it to
Is
Premium
that the
Pete.
actual number?
No. The craziest story, man, was when I went into the offices of Essence. I blew up on Essence magazine. Oh shit! I used social media. Got to the heart of Essence. They had this Father's Day ad, and against the editor, what do you call that page where the editor tells you, "Hey, this Father's Day, blah blah blah, blah blah." What is it? Editor's splash page, editor's intro.
Editor's note or editor's letter? Letter from the editor?
It was
Letter from the
editor. Letter from the editor in chief. Boom, boom, boom. You know, blah blah blah. Father's Day. The advertisement on a page. Right. Advertisement on the page. Yeah. Armani.
Step up to the mic.
Yes, Giorgio Armani. Black Code. Black Code was the name of some Father's Day perfume. Black Code. I said, Essence, you must be out of your fucking mind. The Black Code, man, I couldn't marry nobody. I couldn't own property. I couldn't vote. That's what the Black Code was. And the day for y'all to tell the editor, have a good Father's Day, buy some Black Code, nigga. So I thought I was crazy, right? And Essence was like, yo, we have to talk with you, Captain Reverend Billy X Sunday. Please come visit us. Come to our office for breakfast.
Oh wow.
Oh shit, was that shit fire?
Fuck, I came to their
Continental.
office and they were like, yes, can we have your fucking ID? Who the fuck are you? Where you going? Essence office? President? Who the fuck are you? Oh shit, damn. Am I gonna leave? Am I gonna fucking...
Give
I
them
got
the ID?
my homegirl with me who was like my girlfriend at the time, whatever, you know, we just been kind of fucking around, whatever. I guess she's my girlfriend, whatever. So I'm like, oh shit. Fuck it, we give our ID up. So our aliases are fucking debunked immediately. Boom. We go up into the building. Go into the office. PR lady's like, hello, how the fuck are y'all doing? Come on, sit with me for a second. Let me see who the fuck y'all are. Okay, all right. Y'all look pretty good. Oh, you? Here, look, we got tells my girl, we got a project we're launching. It's called Suede. All right, ladies, you know, upscale ladies journal. Your name, you like to abbreviate it sometimes and use Suede, don't you? Yeah, we know everything about you too. You fucks. Here, take some free books. Fuck you. Go have breakfast. Sit with a bunch of editrix. They're all like, yo, what the fuck are you gonna do? You gonna ruin this magazine? You gonna fucking take it under with your campaign because of the black code? Another editrix says, people don't even know what the fucking black code is anymore. Who the fuck knows what that shit is? Yo, listen, another editor says, yo, we're the only people in this space. You fucking come at us, man, that's it. It's over. It's a wrap. Back to slavery. Another editor, the top editor, was like, hey, come here for a sec. I got somebody on the line. You know homegirl from Essence, that Susan, her name? Yeah, Susan. The girl I'm with is named Susan. They was like, yo, we got the Susan on the phone.
The Susan.
The Susan. Come to the phone.
The Susan.
Susan was like, listen, good to hear from you. I'm on a fucking yacht right now.
Right.
Wind blowing through my hair. Like, what the fuck?
Through my braids.
Get your black code up.
You good?
Get your black.
You good? Okay. No.
That's what they gave him as he walked
you
out.
Good? Okay, good. So I went back and had my breakfast. And then I got the fuck out.
They didn't give you a bottle of black coke on your way out?
Listen, they the fact that they let me live, the fact that they didn't send the motherfucking goons to be like, hey, you know what? We're on the fucking 68th floor. All right, we're gonna fucking throw you down to the lobby. All right, you're gonna take the express to the fucking lobby. You come here to stop this fucking money? You come here to stop this money? Oprah just put a call in. Said, don't let that motherfucker get nowhere near me.
Yeah, I'm hoping Monique say less, man. I be feeling like they gonna come for her soon.
They ain't gonna come for Monique. Monique's gonna have to go to Godmother though.
You're
gonna have to go to Godmother. Be like, Godmother, listen, I fucked up. You know, you got any wigs for me to brush?
They should give her bag.
You got any wigs for me to curl?
They should give her a bag.
So,
Essence. Wow.
So
did they ever contact you after that initial breakfast?
No. They
fed you and
and the heat. I turned down the heat. That was the thing. The heat, like people was looking for the smoke, and I just turned the smoke off.
Right.
Turn the smoke machine off. You know.
Do they troll you and send you samples of black code in the mail?
They were checking the temperature.
They didn't troll you?
No.
I would have trolled you.
They got what they needed.
they got you to cut it out.
Yeah.
Fucking breakfast. That's what it takes.
Continental
Breakfast.
too. This shit ain't even have no bacon.
continental.
Breakfast.
We didn't even give him no bacon. Bagels.
It was
Bagels and
a
eggs.
breakfast. But it was like, here, but we gonna let you finish your breakfast. Like I told you, they let me finish my breakfast. And then it was like, all right, get the fuck out.
Breakfast.
Told him to finish
Buy
your
this guy with
breakfast.
breakfast.
We know your name.
Fucking omelet and everything goes to shambles.
They let you make an omelet?
Shit.
Listen,
Fucking Dallas Penn. Breakfast.
You know, you can't stop
and
that.
orange juice.
You can't stop them big bucks. That's time life bucks.
Yeah.
Like that's the cloud. That is the cloud. They put the fucking cloud up there. You know?
And Dallas, in one of our previous episodes, you said that it's disrespectful. You said it's disrespectful to question someone's political party, right?
I mean,
Who they vote for.
I mean,
You can't ask who they vote for.
It's not disrespectful. It's something a man shouldn't. A man shouldn't question someone's political leanings, like who they voted for.
I say that. Let me just give you context. I know that you're a Republican,
Right.
right?
I'm registered. Yes.
And I don't know if you're aware that Asia Brown, who was the mayor of Compton.
Oh yes,
She's running against
Stacey Dash.
Stacey Dash.
Well, she said,
who is the Republican candidate for that
Correct.
for Compton?
yeah.
Whatever.
No, for House of Representatives, they're going for.
Can I tell you something? But that's L.A. That's already some kind of whatever.
Do we need Stacey Dash?
No. I mean, I'm not in charge. I have no.
All the bills that go through.
No. She'll be propped up by other people anyway who tell her what to do. Please, Stacey Dash is not a. That's what goes on in that.
You just called her
area.
a puppet?
Is she white?
Of course.
Stacey is white now, right?
That's her.
She got traded?
She definitely got traded.
Well,
Yeah, we got Gary Owens.
I think you also
You got Gary Owens.
You declare yourself. You declare yourself black or white. You declare yourself for people or for just the
Well, Rachel,
rampant
what was her
use.
name? Rachel Dretch.
Oh man.
She told us that race was how you identify yourself, right?
Absolutely.
That's what she
Absolutely.
told. That's what she.
But she's
That's what she told us.
When you have privilege, you're allowed to say whatever you want to say anyway. Remember.
Oh yeah.
Until the
Look
cops
at
get
Donald
there.
Trump.
Right.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Trust me.
I mean, until the plug gets pulled on her. But I mean, we have a president that can say whatever he wants to say. That's just what privilege gives you.
Yeah. He said he's the biggest celebrity.
You have the ultimate privilege. I mean, the president has the ultimate suit. Like Barker.
Like
used to have a
Barker.
suit- Like Barker used to have a suit that allowed him to come in here, fucking throw up.
Addis.
I thought
you said
I bet he
Barney.
has another. I bet he has
Like
another.
the purple suit?
No, it was a slick Calvin Klein joint. Yo, shout out the Calvin Klein, man. But no, G.
I bet Barker just has another suit.
You know what I liked about that whole thing? The best thing, well, what sticks with me is he walked in like that, and everybody said, "Wow, he was at an event." If one of y'all would have came in that fucked up with a suit, they'd have been like, "Damn, that
lost
court
his
case,
job."
that court case ain't go well."
Yeah, right.
That court case did not go well.
He lost his job tonight. Yeah.
the fucking assumptions were amazing. They're on a whole nother level.
Chris Brown gotta get a disclaimer real quick. I sent Chris like, yo. No.
This is authentic, man. We just talking about it,
Mm-hmm.
man. It's-
But Mike Salman, Hawaii Mike.
Yes, sir.
Salmon.
Salman. I'm always gonna say it. Fuck
There's like
that.
15 different iterations at this point, yo. There's like Shalom, Shazam.
I'm gonna say Hawaii Mike though.
There we go.
I'm gonna say
Easy.
Hawaii Mike.
I know where I saw you last.
Uh-oh.
Brooklyn Museum.
First Saturdays?
Nah, it might have been. No, it was when they had the Basquiat notebooks there. It was a couple of years ago. That's where I saw you last. Family time. I was doing family time too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. What I've seen this guy. The whole time I'm staring at him.
Yeah.
Miguel's snaps
you
are becoming
probably seen
classic to me.
You probably seen him then. I mean, again,
No, 100% did.
why not? Why not? I told you, we see this guy here in his rotations around the sun. He's rotating around the sun like super fast, just whipping around fast. Marketing, telling people what the
Nah,
fucking.
it wasn't. That was my thing. Like it wasn't like a work thing. It was like,
But that's my point. You too, as you whip around the sun,
Right.
at 1,000,000 miles an hour.
But the thing,
Y'all end up looking at Basquiat notebooks.
there's
which
a
were
guy.
genius.
There's a lot of guys in this industry that I run into who, although they do work in the arts, are not. They're not about this.
Artful.
I hate to use the word, but culture, right? So it's
For
like,
the culture.
I won't run into them on like a random Saturday.
They're not
with their
artful. They're
families
Dodgers.
showing their
See what you did.
kids Basquiat shit, right? Like they just, it's cool for Instagram
All right,
to
get that
talk
post
about,
off.
They took the snap.
pushing the culture forward,
Take
but
this
you
kid
won't
back.
see them actually partaking in the culture in their personal lives. Whereas Mike, I
don't know anything but to live it.
Yeah, so I mean,
That's beautiful.
that was
If it's even to a fault.
Right.
Like,
that's just
wear
what
it,
is,
live
right?
it, breathe it, own it.
Let's get back to who Drake's dating. For the culture.
Hawaii Mike, thanks for
Fucking
sitting here
asshole.
on Talkitecture with us. Talkitects, good to see y'all tonight.
No
good to
doubt.
see everybody.
Bucky Yeezus, get well soon, my brother.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Ooh.
12.
He got some things he got to announce.
What I got to announce? What am I announcing?
You got something brewing, right?
Oh, true.
Let's put it right.
Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot where I was at. I'm trying to get used to this podcast thing.
Fucking start plugging.
And I'm used to only being on. Well, actually, it's the same, I guess, side, but different reasons. We started a little podcast up here, man.
Ooh.
Heartbeat still.
For the internets.
So we're calling it Mask Off. You can't heal what you don't reveal. And, I went through a little period of depression, started with anxiety, and got to a point where I was kind of like, I was counting everybody else's blessings. And when you do that, you only look at what you don't do and what you haven't done instead of thinking about all the things, all the successes that you do have. And then fucking with like psychological time, right? Where you're looking at the future and worrying about that, and then having the regret from everything in the past, but you're never present in the moment.
In the now.
And now is the only time there is. And, when I came out of it, well, actually, before I went in it, I always believed that it's the stronger person that's able to talk about these things. It's able to, bring it up with their friends and their circle and whoever else. But when I went into it myself, I didn't do that. When I came out, I was promising myself I'm gonna start talking about it, I'm gonna be vocal. And so as I did, people started reaching out to me. And when I started looking for different things and experimenting, especially with meditation, and then I started looking into other things of just different resources, there was no relatable stories. There was no voices that sounded like ours, that sounded like us, or had a same kind of life experiences. And, we're all products of our environment. And my environment always said, about this topic, don't be a bitch, man up, put your head down, keep pushing. And my environment happens to be hip hop. And hip hop, we're the influence right now, and we have been for a long time. But we don't influence this part. And we don't influence this conversation. We don't make it safe. Like our culture makes it the opposite of that.
Right, make it taboo.
Damn
makes
right.
it taboo. It makes it difficult. Makes it awkward. Makes it scary. And then just saying a phrase like mental health. Most people are like, oh, whoa, no, I'm not sick. I'm not good.
You have anyone in your family who deals with mental health issues?
I mean, we all deal with mental health issues in different ways.
You have anybody in your family been clinically
not clinical
diagnosed?
I mean,
taking medication, state sponsored.
Honestly, my wife,
Trial.
my wife is she has something and she's working on that and takes some medication, but it's very light. But it's something, So we definitely address that, but. Again, like,
have you dealt with like facility?
No.
Okay.
Luckily haven't had to do that.
Okay.
But we grew up in different circumstances, and now it's coming out. People are getting diagnosed with PTSD. I mean, these kids got diagnosed with PTSD from the shootings and all kinds of stuff. But growing up in the hood, I mean, I seen my first person killed when I was like fucking 11 years old, and.
You watch them get killed, or you found their body?
I saw that person stabbed, dead, and then my friend shot his head off. My other friend fucking killed himself because of gang.
You watched him shoot his head off, or you just found
dead
body?
We was all in a circle. He was fucking around with the gun and popped.
Oh, no way. Y'all saw it?
Yeah.
Y'all watched him hit his head up? Fuck.
So, I mean...
I mean, hold on for a second. Did his eyes stay open?
I mean, I wasn't,
So,
No. All respect.
No, I know, but I wasn't like for real. Like I was 15, maybe 14.
That's incredible.
Like, so it was, again, man, we all have different circumstances, right? We all grow up with different things. But if it's 1 in 4 people in this country get diagnosed with some type of, mental health issue, and we're not having this conversation, there's something wrong with that.
Another conversation we're not having is that there's a considerable amount of homosexuals in just the population, right? None of them end up in rapping. Amazing how that happens.
Yeah,
right?
but that's part of the culture, right? Because our culture that's not an open part of the culture.
That's not our culture. Our culture never dealt with, never ostracized.
What do you mean? Me, fi me. Come on, bro.
Our culture?
Our culture was.
That's not our culture.
I mean, but what do you mean?
You don't have no gay family? That's come over during Thanksgiving?
Yeah, do I have gay family? I don't think so. Not that I know of.
Damn, see then, yeah.
But I got tons of gay friends. Shit.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like,
So,
ton.
meditation. What meditation are you doing?
So I started with breathing, right? So when I started doing this, I was trying to figure out like how I kind of reset, right? And so separating, we mostly think about physical, right? Our physical health. I got to go work out. I got to look good. I got to be healthy. I got to live longer. And then after that, we might think about spiritual, right? We might do whatever, you know, if we follow religion or whatever it is, our faith. But a lot of times we don't think about mental, right, on that side. And so the focus, it always came back to breathing. Right? Breathing's the first thing we do when we're born, we breathe in. It's the last thing we do before we pass away, we breathe out. But it's not in between all of that, we don't focus on it. It's not something that most of us, at least I wasn't, doing on a daily. And so that got me into meditating. So I would start with breathing and just sitting still for as long as I could. And then finding different resources. I use Insight Timer, which is really dope. It's free, and you can put sounds in the background. And then they have like guided meditations, and then they have like affirmations, and then so it's all different kinds of things. But I've been looking into Vipassana, so I've been reading up on that. And just again, it's so for me, I suffer from self-sabotage, like I was saying before. When I get to an uncomfortable position, sometimes I won't push through that. And that's kind of being resistant to change, right? But change is always kind of happening. And we don't, experience and go through it. Everything kind of just builds up and just piles up and throws you off anyway. So it's like you have to meet those things, or else that little hurdle you had in front of you, that little challenge, becomes a fucking mountain.
It takes a lot of courage to be as honest as you just were.
Thank you. Thank you. But I mean, again,
and it empowers people.
100%.
And if it's one person, I mean, cool, we helped one person. But the idea isn't really to make it a down conversation. It's really about interviewing.
On that note, I got a little down in here, buddy.
Huh?
So we need to talk about who's Dre Day today.
Yo, you got to get like a fucking logo.
Button.
He's got, you need like a gift for that or something. You know?
Something.
Yeah, man. One thing that I do, and I hope this helps somebody, man, because I went through the same shit you did. My version of it, obviously, but I think every morning, man, I take like, sometimes I wake up at 5:30 in the morning for this, right, to get my day going. So I take like an hour to meditate, prayer. I write a long ass gratitude list. Cause I'm so grateful to be alive, to be doing what I'm doing for a living, to be just fucking alive. And like that hour is my hour, and believe it or not, bro, like the lights turned on at some point. I just kept doing it.
Same. No, I do the same thing. So I wake up. The whole idea was so we work off habits, right?
Right.
And you can have good habits, bad habits. So if you want to build more good habits, you build off of good habits that you have already instilled. So brushing my teeth. If I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth. I don't have to think about it. It's an automatic muscle memory. So I started with taking vitamins. So I was like, I need to start taking more vitamins, so I did that. Then I read this book called The Artist Way, so I started doing the artist pages. So you write 3 pages, right? So you do that. And then I take a shot of apple cider vinegar, CBD, honey, and water every day. And then I meditate for about 30 to 45 minutes. And then so again, keep going. So mine's about an hour and a half, and I got to adjust my scale of when I wake up, depending on where I got to go.
Right.
100%.
It's every fucking day.
Yeah.
I was getting home at 5:30. I'm waking up at
5:30. Yeah, but it's a choice, right? So it's this dude, Jocko Willink.
Get home with girls that talk like this. Where you going?
I hate him.
What the fuck, yo? It's 5:30 in the fucking morning.
145th Street in St. Nick.
Man. Famous? We're going to Famous?
We're going to talk about Jocko.
But Jocko Willink, yeah. So
4:30.
So discipline equals freedom.
Yeah. I love that guy.
Yeah, so that's like one of the best shits.
I wanted to buy one of his
best
keys.
quotes.
That's
ever.
another thing.
Ever.
A lot of jujitsu. But
he's dope. If you think about it, we all say we want more time, but we're not disciplined with our time. We all say we want to be in better health, but we're not disciplined with our workout regimen. We all say we want to eat better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's so many.
We all say we want to go to heaven.
Right, it's easier to say something than actually do it.
Yeah, that's why.
Nobody want to work for anything anymore.
Discipline. So let's, you know.
Everybody want to eat. No one want to kill shit.
And having that consistency, like the things that really like affect us the most, it requires us to stretch, and it's uncomfortable.
Right.
It's uncomfortable, but that's
You
the
have to
thing.
really be able to face it.
Right.
David Goggins. Shout to him, bro. Look that guy up if you get a chance.
David
Internet.
Goggins.
David Goggins.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say another fucking word.
There's so many, but yeah, but coming soon. We're gonna launch probably in April, definitely before our Mental Health Awareness Month in May, and you know, we're just gonna put the conversation on the table, make it a little less awkward, and just lean into it a bit and have some fun with it and feature people we look up to. So there'll be athletes, there'll be entertainers, there'll be marketing folks, managers, executives, all kinds of stuff. We want to show. If you think you're alone, you're not.
Yeah,
Like not even fucking close.
Man, that of our generation, they'd rather fucking put a bullet in their head than to go talk to someone about what's going on.
Yeah.
It's true.
Or drink themselves to
Or
death.
drink, or just isolate, or just and just be comfortable, right?
Will Barker Yeezus ever make guest on your podcast?
I am ignorant to the extent of who his character is, and I have no clue.
That was a good diplomatic answer. That was good.
He don't even get the Talkitecture to co-sign. That's not good enough.
Well, he didn't really participate. Like, so if y'all want me to co-sign,
Words him.
if y'all want me to co-sign vomit, like that's tough. Like if y'all are like,
angels on the rug a couple times, you know.
Yeah, I mean he
Popped up
There's
like
so many
we're
different
not
ways
gonna
to go
talk
with
about
that
the fact
one.
that he popped up like the Undertaker.
He tried. He
He
could
popped
have
up.
done. He could have done a lot of things. He could have gone home. All right. He could have gone to an emergency room. He could have done a lot of things, but he said, "Let me come in here."
But I'm here.
All of
I'm
this
game.
goes back to something, Mike, that you said in the beginning about like we were talking about the low barrier of entry and how like the craft, building a craft,
Yep.
that's a habit, right? So if you're rapping, that's a habit.
Yep.
It's like something you build. You're doing beats. Create a craft from it. Get some fucking discipline around you. Like, show up on time. Man.
Yeah.
That's discipline.
Yeah, ownership. It'll be have ownership over who you
Take
are,
a
what you
fucking
do.
stand for yourself.
You gotta put
Exactly.
him on timeout then.
Well, I mean, listen. He put himself on timeout. We're not putting him on timeout.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking to Bucky Easy when I said show up.
Yeah, no.
I like when he shows up late.
No. We're just.
But that principle,
It changes the energy.
Yeah, I love that.
principle applies.
Yeah,
Like, what are we doing this for, right?
Right.
Like, for me, personally, it's not a hobby. I mean, it's fun to be
Right.
doing this, but because of the success of stuff that we've done in the content space, this is not the...
And not only that, but I mean, really, I like to think the curation of the people that we've had in the room. We've had incredible people in the room. Mike, you included.
Thank you.
Again, like I tell you, your project LTD was an indication to me, internets, of what was available to me in the world.
a lot of the dope shit you see out here, like I'm crediting to the work that Mike has done, just like in the marketing space. There's a lot of dudes that are doing the gig, wouldn't be doing it if it was like guys like you, Gerard Hunt, right? That were doing it back in the days, like doing it big, right? And making our culture cool and sexy to these corporations. That's like.
I mean, the doors weren't open then.
Yeah.
Like, now it's easy. We've gone up to the penthouse. Like, I use Supreme as my favorite case study just because, like, they were the antithesis of skateboarding, of what skateboarding was supposed to be. They were East Coast. They weren't riding half pipes in fucking the parks and all that shit because they didn't have it out here. They took that and said, fuck you, this is what we do. We do skate. This is how we skate. This is how we look when we skate. This is where we go. And this is what the fuck we listen to. And it's not what the fuck you think it is. And then they took us exactly like I said, because of hip hop, we went from nothing.
Why didn't New York
all the way to the top? I mean, New York popped, but why is it it's different people. I mean, I think with Supreme, right? Supreme was so closed off. So if the people shopping at Supreme right now, most of them wouldn't be allowed in that store back when it first opened.
Yep.
what they used to do to kids, if you went in there with your fucking parents, don't ever come back there again by yourself. Like, it was that kind of feel. Like, it was the ultimate clubhouse, and it was really like, yo, if you're not from these parts, don't really come in here, you know? Yeah, we selling shit, but we don't really fuck with you like that.
Shout to Neil.
You know? Hell yeah, you know? Pookie, fucking Alex, all of them, man. You know, that was the crew, you know? And so, again, but it built something that everybody wants what they can't have.
Why isn't New York still here, Mike? That was the question.
Oh, I mean, they sold, and then it got a little corporate. They might have got caught up in all the Echo stuff and kind of lost.
They got caught up in Echo stuff.
They
New York
lost.
was in Marshalls and TJ Maxx.
I mean, but New York, that first magazine they did, that shit back, yo, that shit was.
The hundreds is still popping.
It's crazy. Hundreds is popping, but everything is wavy right now. Like, there's too much noise. There's too much shit out there. There's too much. Again, the polls are gonna start switching again. Everybody who had access, we're looking for the next shit. We're looking for some new shit. Right now, everybody's assimilated. It looks like the fucking Lego movies out there. Like, everybody dresses the same, walks the same, sings the same fucking songs, yo, and they're like good with that.
I think Carly Hustle called it
monoculture. Yeah, let's check that out.
Yeah, it's different. These people can't shop. They don't shop. They follow. They look for people to tell them what to buy, and the people create hype. It's a vicious circle that, like, the internet has just homogenized the world, like we said before, and it has put these keyboard people that had access to technology in front of style now, which to me just doesn't. It's cool because it gives everybody a level playing field, I guess.
How do we combat that? Like, in terms, like,
it's cycles. Everything is cycles. Like, it's all, what is it, the pendulum, it swings in like 30 years, right? And we're at that. Like, if you watch, polka dots are gonna come back in a second. All that, the overalls.
Shout to Will Smith, the original.
All this shit's gonna start. Like, what does Staple just collab with? Cross Colors, right? Or Carl Kanai? Cross Colors. Yeah, so again, that nostalgia is going to come back, and you're going to see it repurposed for now, but all of that's coming back. The music.
Do a Google search on Willie Smith.
And internet.
Tukey Smith.
After you talk about Willie Smith, internet, if you learn about Willie Smith, learn one thing, that nostalgia is the best drug here in America. Nostalgia is our great opiate. I cannot hold the internet's ears hostage any longer. Hawaii Mike, you've been so gracious of your time tonight. Good to see you, sir. Always being hip-hop, reinventing yourself, and pushing the culture forward.
Forever.
Talkitects. All right. How y'all doing? Y'all all right? Till the next time.
Before we get off, because I said it in the beginning, that I had a bone to pick.
Yeah, you did say it.
Oh, we was trying to brush through that.
So it's kind of Dallas's fault, because I'm pretty sure y'all took his lead once y'all saw him promoting the flyer and the picture of the show from weeks ago.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which I was a little perturbed about, as the picture was kind of suspect, right? And I feel like
you didn't like the picture. I thought that was approved.
I thought it was too.
Well, I mean, was the picture sour to you? Did the picture feel sour?
Well, the picture didn't depict what this is, and it was off centered. We have a wonderful photographer.
Yeah, sure. It was how marketing works sometimes. Marketing, you just get a little drip sometimes, right?
For the internet, I mean,
how long did it last?
It's pointless now. Internet, because
you still holding on to it. No, you still hold. People hearing this podcast right now.
I wonder, it came down.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. So now, when we launch, it's a process. Like, I got equity in this whole shit.
Absolutely.
In terms of work, in terms of ambition, all this shit, right?
Sure. Yes, indeed. So presentation, production, everything.
The space has gotten so cluttered. We want to stand out.
Yeah, we got to cut through the noise.
Even though we have cachet individually and collectively.
Yes.
But let's hit these home runs out the gate. We gotta hit no singles. So I was a little.
But hold on, if Ricky Henderson hit a single.
The gun?
Yeah, because y'all was promoting the flyer, and that wasn't even the artwork. Sorry, of the show. Again, it goes back to.
But you had a bone to pick with who?
Well, not you. You're
No, I'm just saying. But I'm saying why them? They didn't know.
It was a good base hit.
No, that's
man.
what, but I started off saying they took his. I'm pretty sure they took his.
Oh, okay,
however,
because you didn't know that.
it's an email chain that we're all in. If there's a thought, or maybe it wasn't a thought, who knows?
Yeah.
But I had an expectation, like, why nobody said, "Yo, is this the official?"
All right, so wait.
Is this?
So I got an answer. Because I got an answer.
Come to find out, if you don't know now, he's very like
Spontaneous.
Spontaneous.
Yeah, he's super like he'll.
I'm hyped.
But I had gotten tagged in the picture, so I thought it was already. Done. So like y'all know, like I haven't been on social media, right? Like y'all know I posted it. I posted it. You know I did.
Information. That was it. Everybody else.
Yeah, I followed suit.
30 minutes of each other. Like,
So like y'all know I've been off social media like this. So when I came back, that honestly the timing on that was crazy because I had just reactivated my account.
Don't get sensitive.
No, never. Bruh. Anyway, but like, so I had gotten hit, so I'm like, oh shit, I missed something. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me jump on. So I jumped. So I know. Yeah.
So that isn't the official artwork.
No.
Oh, okay. You're saying no, like
if we shouting out. Okay, no. Let me go back. a follower and what's happening with us and the network and all that stuff. All of our shows have a stamp on it. Def Jam podcasting stamp on it.
Oh. See, I did miss that.
my bad.
I missed that. That was my fault.
What about the blue? Because I thought like
You saying that the group picture that.
That was sus, bro.
I didn't like the picture.
I didn't see you.
All
I didn't
the
post
shit
the
that we
picture.
have.
Yeah.
Oh, the group picture. Yeah.
It was a little.
That was like, yo, we got Fuckyberg over here on, everybody's doing dope shit.
Yeah.
You can't be jumping out the window.
Yeah. So that was some fuck shit. Okay.
Like, we
well,
not
you know what?
right? We're not rookies.
You know what? I did not even think that far. Yeah, I know I'm a rookie. I'm just like I'm the head that was retired that comes back and is like, oh shit, they throwing curveballs? Oh shit. I remember when they was pitching underhand. And they just hit it and then you fucking waddled to first base and like, yeah.
We may need somebody to like, that's their whole thing, right? Like a social media person. Like,
No, I mean, we have our own individual joints, so I can't control that.
no. I'm talking about for the show itself. Like this artwork was approved, guys, and they'll send it.
At some point.
We'll get there.
I guess, damn, Dallas, sorry, but I guess it goes back to Dallas because me, him, and the designer in the email together, and he's like, hey, and I'm
Yeah, I mean, the image that I use
it.
can't be used officially because it has a watermarked background, but it's just hype. It's just hype, and I guess that's really my view of social media.
No, the new one is not.
No, I'm talking about the one I use. The one I use is hype. The one I use is for
I
hype.
didn't realize. Oh man, see.
No, you saw it. I mean, you saw what I put up.
I didn't. Pay
You saw
So
what I put up.
when is the official one going to be?
Oh, it's out already.
It's already out. By the time people are hearing this episode, it's already out.
What the fuck is A King talking about?
Yeah.
Why are we talking about this?
Because I just felt like getting it off.
We should be talking about Drake and who he's dating. Fucking asshole.
I love y'all, man. Yo, Talkitects, Talkitecture. Make sure you subscribe, rate, and comment on iTunes, SoundCloud, wherever the fuck.
Yeah, if you like this shit, if this shit is boring the fuck out of you, then go listen to who Drake's dating.
You missed the call.
The Talkitecture podcast is a presentation of the Loudspeakers Network, where we always say rest in peace to Combat Jack. Episodes are executive produced by A. King and Dallas Penn. All episodes are engineered superbly by Brother Christopher.